New York City, 6 a.m. An out-of-control satellite radio show is being broadcasted to millions of Americans.
Here we go. Here's the bit.
At the controls, Greg Hughes, a father.
I would love to say we have the best job in America.
Anthony Kumia, an alcoholic.
It could be the best thing ever.
And Jim Norton, a comedian.
Out loud laughs.
How do we explain the show? We should start there.
Oh, here it is.
The three men make up the Opie and Anthony Show, a popular radio program known for its cringe style of entertainment and having very few limits.
Oh, shit.
This is a freak show.
Why would anybody want to come on this show as a guest?
Under the right circumstances, something weird could happen.
I don't give a fuck.
Laugh out loud funny. Which I love. That's what I love.
In the past, they have been accused of multiple FCC violations and have even gotten their show suspended from satellite radio.
Because when you listen to our show, you know what you get. You know what we are.
Everything has to do with cock or balls. You know, the jokes all end up talking about cock and balls. You're a waste of life.
Fucking listeners, go fucking die. Excuse me.
Everything you are about to hear is real. Real people, real excitement.
Wow.
Get ready to experience the thrill of a lifetime. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Are you all right?
Oh, yeah.
Are you all right, Anthony?
Yeah, I'm right. My pride is dented.
Your pride is dented?
My pride's dented, and I'm a little woozy. I'm a little dizzy. My equilibrium's way off today.
Really?
Yeah, I think I jostled my inner ear.
Are you going to get checked out?
My tinnitus is gone, though.
You're going to get checked out?
Nah.
Maybe you should get checked out.
Nah.
Your tinnitus is gone?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Went away.
I mean, did that happen? Honestly, are you kidding?
Yeah. I woke up this morning. I'm like, my tinnitus is gone, but I'm fucking woozy. I'm all dizzy.
Thank you, sir.
Tinnitus, when you hear something like, what's it sound like all the time?
Mine's like...
You always have that?
Yeah, it's from, bands for my whole life. Just loud. You don't think about it until you're, like, laying in bed sometimes, and it's just completely silent. That's why I always sleep with the TV on, too. It's like, get a little bit of noise.
Okay.
Tinnitus was like, sucks, but...
well, it's good. It's good that's gone.
Yeah.
Anthony had a car accident yesterday.
I wrapped up my Mustang.
Anthony wrapped up his Mustang.
Motherfuckers.
He says he was going 30 miles an hour.
Hey, look. Don't even judge. Don't
I'm not
judge.
judging.
Don't fucking judge. Here's what happened.
You make it sound like you're on your way to church, though.
Here's what happened.
Okay.
My Escalade was being used by somebody else. No, Melissa was using it. And then I had to go to the bank. It's 3 in the afternoon.
Right.
I'm like, I'm going to the bank. I'll take the Shelby. Well, okay, that's a bad one there, Danny.
Oh, I thought that was yours.
No, Danny's showing
Holy
some Shelby
shit.
Rex. So I'm like, I'll take the Shelby. I know this type of weather is not conducive to the Shelby. So I'm like, fuck it. I'll take it out. I'll be nice. I turned from my street onto the service road, along on an expressway service road, and noticed like the tires spun real easy. And I'm not fucking racing around. I'm just going to the bank.
Is that the sand and the salt on the road, you think?
No. Here's the problem with it's 800 horsepower.
Is that a lot?
Yeah.
What's a regular car?
50.
It all depends, but
I don't know.
If you even have 200 horsepower,
that's nice.
A BMW, what do you think it is, or a Benz? Like 250, maybe 300?
Yeah, they make some 4.
Wow,
twice
as much as that?
5.
He's about three times a average car, probably.
But it's crazy. So the thing is, it's got very hard tires on it. The rubber on these tires are very hard, very low profile. And they gotta heat up to have any traction. The roads yesterday were fucking freezing cold. So I turn out onto the service road and I'm like, okay, I gotta watch my ass because this thing really does not want to stay on the road.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going down the service road doing 30 miles an hour.
Any snow or ice?
A little bit on the sides of the road, but I wasn't in it.
Okay.
It didn't matter at that point. It might as well have been ice because the tires and road just did not want to play with each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in second, I'm heading into just the slightest curve before I reach the road that I got to make a left on to get to the bank. And I hit third. I let off the clutch. The fucking ass end of this car just goes, fuck you. Fuck you. Comes right out. And I'm there inside trying to compensate, Let's turn. Let's turn the other way. And then in that very, very short time between losing control of the car and it hitting something, you can have 1,000 thoughts in your head. You're just sitting there going like, all right, I'm spinning. I'd like to stop this spin. Maybe I'll just do a 180, 360, and I'll be in the middle of the road and go, whew, and I'm off. And then I'm still trying to correct, and then I realize, now I'm going in one direction a little too long. I can't see anything because it kicked up a shitload of snow because I brushed on the shoulder and snow went flying everywhere. So I noticed I'm going in one direction really for a little too long, and I'm like, all right, I'm hitting something. And then the front driver's side hit the guardrail. Bam-o! And I bounce off of that, and then I'm like, okay, I hit that. I guess I'm still in one piece, but I'm still moving. So it spins around, and now the back passenger side hits the guardrail. Bam! And then it just whoosh, slides down the guardrail and comes to rest, kind of sitting there. And,
wait, it slid down the guard. It hit it.
Yeah. Slid down the guardrail.
That's not good for paint.
No. It left a little scratch. Might be able to buff it out. Ooh, bad. Yeah, the whole front just fucking.
It might be totaled.
That beautiful front end. The fucking.
Oh, yeah, we've all seen pictures.
The tires look like fucking Sam's feet. They're just not in the right direction.
Just flat.
Flat-footed and pointing the wrong way. And then the back passenger side rim is just bent up and the tire was split. And the whole front, like that whole corner of the front end below the bumper just ripped on the guardrail. And I saw something that resembled some type of fluid cooling thing, and that was hanging on the guardrail, and the coolant was all spilled out. No gas. Airbags didn't go off. Didn't see any oil. So it's in the insurance company's hands now. But I was feeling like a little like woozy. But you just hit something.
Concussion?
I don't think so. I don't have a headache at all. There's no headache. It's and when I move my eyes, that's fine. But it's when I move my head around, I get like, whoa. And if I stand up and bend over to pick something up and stand up, it's like, holy fuck. Like really dizzy.
Why don't we get Dr. Steve on the phone?
Yeah, why wouldn't you go to the doctor for that?
I don't know, because I get in fucking trouble anytime I take the day fuck off. So I figured if I smash into something in my car, I better fucking come in.
You should go to the doctor.
Cunt suckers. Just leave me the fuck alone, would you?
I'm only asking.
Cock dick fuck asses. Oh, I would have loved to have fucking taken the day, maybe. No, I smashed my fucking car up, and I got to trot my ass in here, feeling like I'm fucking doing a tightrope walking down the hallway. But no, God forbid Anthony takes a fuck day off. Blow me. Yeah, I don't feel good. I'm achy as fuck. I'm woozy as a motherfucker. But I'm here, you cunts. I'm here. Assholes. Fuck them. It really did piss me off because I really did not want to fucking come in today. But, God forbid. God forbid.
I think
I'd have notarized pictures of the car maybe and send it over down the hall. You sure? Really? And then I get this call.
Hi, Anthony. It's Bob. Anthony, Steve Bladder just called. You weren't in today?
Yeah, I crashed my car.
Oh, well, that's no excuse. Do you have all your limbs?
Yeah.
Then you should be in. Then you should really be in.
I think.
Suck it.
As much as
I'm tired of that whole thing, by the way. I'm tired of that whole thing. Take a day off. I'm a fucking cunt. Yeah, that's me. Ugh.
I think they would have understood a car accident.
Oh, do you? No, I don't.
I think they
Opie,
would have.
I don't. I absolutely don't.
Because it sounds like it was a pretty bad car accident, to be honest with you.
It fucking hurt.
And it sounds like you got banged up pretty good inside the car.
I did.
You don't even know what you hit.
I went forward and to the left.
Yeah.
Forward and to the left.
We got a doctor on the phone.
And, oh, great. Oh, it's
Jack
Dr. Steve.
Jack K. Oh,
Jack Kevorkian.
Let's go to Dr. Steve. Dr. Steve.
Dr. Steve. Now, before you say Dr. Steve?
yeah.
Oh, hi. Before you say anything, realize this. I am a severe hypochondriac. So have good phone side manner and discuss this very nicely.
Okay.
Okay, here's what happened. Did you hear what happened?
No, I understand someone needs a doctor's note. For
No.
Really quickly, Anthony
wrecked
smashed
my
his
Mustang.
Mustang yesterday.
I smashed my Mustang.
Okay.
And I hit the front driver's side first. The airbags didn't go off. I had my seatbelt on like a responsible human being. I wasn't going that fast. I didn't hit anything, my head or anything. I have no headache.
Okay.
But my equilibrium is really off. Like the fluid in my ear went fucking like woohoo, and my tinnitus from my band days is gone. But I hear fine. Like my hearing is fine, my vision is fine. If I keep my head still and move my eyes around, I don't get dizzy. But if I bend over to pick something up, like I move my head around, then I get like real woozy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's the thing. Inside your ear is these things called the semicircular canals.
Yes, it's just full of fluid.
Three different directions in three-dimensional space. So
right.
They can sense movement in 3 dimensions.
Yeah.
And they do that by flow. When you spin.
Isn't that the cochlea?
No. No, the cochlea. You said cock.
I know.
The semicircular canals are right next to the cochlea.
Oh, okay.
And when you spin in a chair and then stop and you get dizzy, that's because fluid continues to flow in the circular canals, and there's little hair things that can sense it in there.
Right.
What probably happened in this wreck is that you knocked one of the little stones that's on the end of one of these hairs. You knocked it a little bit kilter, and it is now sensing improperly, so that when you move your head, it thinks that it's moving more than it really is.
Will it go away?
Yes.
How about you start with "it will go away"?
Oh God, Dr. Steve, you're scaring me. I thought I was going to be dizzy forever.
I don't think that sounds bad.
I was thinking he's got to have an operation.
I thought I was going to be
this.
dizzy forever because the little stone was askew.
You never be able to pick up your own bag again if there's somebody because your cochlea fluids all over the floor.
Dr. Steve, is it good that I don't have a headache and I didn't have a headache and I'm very cognitive and I'm not slurring and I'm good?
Yes, absolutely.
And my eyes can follow things and I can read.
Absolutely, yes. All of those are good things.
Oh, good.
Well, you're not reading the guys down the hall. They would have let you take today off.
No, they wouldn't. Those fuckers. Oh, yeah, I wrecked my car. Oh, well, Anthony. Day off. Whoa. Jesus.
Anthony, Steve called, and you took the day off today?
Yeah. I took the day off so I could just really admire the wreck that used to be my $110 car. $110,000 car, excuse me.
See,
I was cognitive for a second.
He's not talking properly.
My
Dr. Gould.
$110,000 car.
Yeah, but Anthony, they really you're a high-profile show. They really need you in there.
And then,
could you just call Steve? Could you just call Steve Blatter? Because he did take the day off. I do understand, your arm is severed, but you don't need 2 arms to do radio.
Yeah. So this stone is askew, and it's misreading the normal signals that get sent when you're standing upright.
Should Anthony do anything right now so you could get a full Yeah? What do you want him to do?
Yeah, here's the thing.
Okay.
When you have post-traumatic vertigo, which is what you have.
I knew it.
Damn, that sounds awful.
Post-traumatic vertigo. Son of a
Need to
bitch.
see an ear, nose, and throat guy just to make sure that what I said is right.
Yeah.
What would be the worst case scenario?
No, shut up.
Well,
Dr. Steve, please don't tell me the worst case scenario.
Okay,
Because he won't go to a doctor, so give him the worst
Yeah,
case
you should give it to him.
scenario. So then the guy goes to the doctor.
I'll go.
Maybe he should leave right now.
I'll go. Don't fucking say that.
But maybe you should get your shit checked out. I'm not even making jokes.
Look, hey, Ant, anytime, and this, I mean, this won't surprise you. Anytime that you have some sort of neurologic change after a trauma, you need to get checked out.
Oh, shit.
Neurologic.
Most of the time, it's going to be this benign, what we call benign paroxysmal positional vertigo, which is what you have. That's with the word being benign.
Did you sleep well last night?
Like a baby.
All right.
I hope the part of Ant, like, it would suck if his impressions part of his brain was all ruined, and he kept trying to do impressions but couldn't do them.
Well, I used to be the president.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Hey,
slightly
this is
off.
Andrew Dice Clay. Her. Hey, over there, you gotta smoke a cigarette or something. Wait a minute.
So this bitch is laying in bed, and I said, whoa there. Is that good?
That would rule.
The impression center in my brain.
They all sound off.
Oh, Dr. Steve, and my car is just wrecked.
All right, hold on the line. We got another doctor.
Oh, second opinion.
Yeah,
second opinion
time. John in Connecticut, you're on with Dr.
Leave
Steve.
Dr. Steve on so he can.
Yes, of course. John,
fuck
go
this up.
ahead.
Well, Anthony, what it seems like you have is called an acute vaginal flutter.
Acute vaginal flutter. Fuck you.
Very good. Let me go to Cassius in Brooklyn. Cassius.
Yeah, Anthony, what the hell are you doing, taking an 800 horsepower car that has such low profile tires out just to run down the street to the bank?
I had to go to the bank, and I was going slow. Believe me, I understand the dumbness of my ways. I should have sat in the driveway and done fucking burnouts for a half hour before I hit the road. But
you've got another car you could have taken, right?
No, that car was being used. That's why. That's the only reason I took that.
Why didn't you wait for the car to come back?
It wasn't coming back until after the bank was closed.
Ah.
See, it's a whole chain of events that led to me having to take the Mustang out.
Mm-hmm.
And
which one of your minions was using the car that caused this?
Actually, it was Melissa was using the car.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah,
Well,
Dr. Steve wishes he didn't ask that question right about now.
No.
Well, you know what it is. You have your cochlear fluid, and apparently it's spilled all over your shirt. Like cum when you watch World War II footage.
All right, let me go.
Higher hopes for that one.
Let me go to Ken in Cleveland. Ken.
Yes.
It could be a brain tumor. Shut up, Ken. All right, Ken.
Hey, I just wanted to know, how'd you beat the DUI?
Shut up, asshole. It's 3 in the afternoon. It's 3 in the afternoon, and I had
exactly. He's right.
I had just gotten done working out. I don't drink before or after working out, and I was still in my sweats. I just friggin' jumped in the car and decided I was going to go to the bank, which is 1 mile from my house. Mm-hmm. I thought I could make a 2-mile round-trip drive, and apparently I was wrong.
Let's say hi to Greg.
Anthony, you know, I think they would believe you down the hall if you came in with a patch on your eye.
Linger way longer. What's that echo?
I don't know. You should.
Hey.
What echo?
I think it was just that guy.
Oh no! I hear echoes, Dr. Steve.
There's no echo.
See, there's no echo. Listen.
Shut up! Now I don't hear when it was his phone.
Hold on, hey, it's Christopher Walken.
Okay, this is very yes. Dr. Steve's still on the line. Let's go to Ken in Jersey. Ken.
Hey, Anthony, what did you register in the breathalyzer?
Why is there this underlying thought that perhaps I was intoxicated? I hadn't had one drink.
Let's say hi to Ryan in Jersey. Ryan.
Nobody was saying it, but we were all thinking it.
Ryan, what's going on?
Anthony, how many pops did you have before you
I hadn't had any alcohol.
And who the fuck goes to a bank anymore, millionaire?
People that have to take out thousands at a time, fucko?
Why the anger? Why the anger?
Because.
Let's say hi to Chris on Long Island. Chris.
That's what happens when your girlfriends have learner's permits, Anthony.
What, Chris?
Go see the doctor, then go home and hug your guns and everything else you have to overcompensate for whatever the fuck happened to you when you were a child. My God.
Yeah, you overcompensate. Showed him, right?
Let's go
That was
to
a good comeback.
Big Nick.
Considering yesterday.
Congratulations to Big Nick. They didn't pick him up in that mob bust.
Yeah, hey, Big Nick.
You all right, Big Nick? What's going on?
Ginzaloon from Long Island.
Huh?
I'm good. Anthony,
Yeah.
the reason when you bend over is because your head has so much fucking water in it, being a water head. And the other thing is go get a pap smear.
Go get a...
What'd you say about water, dude?
There's so much water on his head.
We heard you.
Why did he say it? I don't remember.
He said, it was funny, he goes, you had so much water on your head, and then his brain would explain it, waterhead.
Explain it.
Joe in Philly, or is this, actually, I think this is Dr. Kaku. Dr. Kaku.
Hello, Dr. Steve. Anthony, the fluid in your ear flows like a river.
Shut up.
Oh, Billy Crow on Twitter.
Picture these stones on the hairs, like stones on top of a monument.
Up like little planets.
Yes.
Circling your brain.
I want to see pictures of the car. If you're just tuning in, Anthony had a bit of a wreck yesterday.
Keith took pictures. I couldn't bring myself to snap pictures.
Really?
It got pulled up on a wrecker. It got taken away, and we'll see. It's either I have to see what the insurance company says. If it's totaled, then I will have to look at purchasing another vehicle. If it's not totaled, I might just have to box truck it up and ship it back out to Vegas and have them just redo the entire fucking thing, because that's the only place I would send it to have everything repaired on it. But if it's totaled, I'm thinking maybe Aston Martin.
Let's say hi to Dan, who's a physical therapist on Long Island.
Jimmy's just looking at me shaking his
What
head.
are you doing? How about a nice, comfy, big car?
I have
He's
one.
got one.
I know. How about
got
another one?
Escalade.
How about another gas guzzler that doesn't go fast?
I got Escalade.
Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Let him enjoy his life. What are you going to do at this point? Dan,
Enjoy his life. He sings till 4 in the morning.
He loves it.
He dates someone who's 23. He drinks all the time. He has a movie theater. How much fun should he have? That's all he does is have fucking fun.
He loves it.
How about one after-show meeting?
I gave up on all that stuff about a year ago. Just enjoy your fucking
Ants
life.
life rules.
Exactly.
Just enjoy the fucking life.
I'm here now for the show, though. Oh, after show meeting? What?
Gives a fuck. The radio show's a disaster.
After
Just
show
keep
meeting.
having fun.
Let's go to the conference room. That's between this door and the elevator.
Dan, who's a physical therapist on Long Island. Dan.
Hey, Anthony, how you doing? Hope you're
Good.
feeling better.
I like to call you Dan the Man.
This is a real call. This guy does the physical therapy for what you might have.
All right.
Yeah, Dan.
What's up, Dan?
I fix this vertigo every day. It sounds exactly what Dr. Steve had mentioned. If you want to come in today, I'm located in Huntington, and I'll fix you right up today, this afternoon.
Well, how do you fix me up?
All right, if you Google something called the Epley maneuver.
Oh, shit. That's a cock in the ass.
That sounds like the what maneuver?
The lucky maneuver.
The lucky
That's
lad.
a cock in the ass, and that wakes her right the fuck up.
What is this thing called?
The Epley, E-P-L-Y maneuver.
What is that, Dr. Steve?
I think that's when a plane pulls up real fast
Sure.
and spins over and gets behind his enemy. I saw that on the History Channel.
Well, that's what this is going to do. It's going to move those crystals to where they belong. They were dislodged probably
Crystals?
from the accident, and now we're in a part of the ear they don't belong in, and is giving you those vertigo-type symptoms.
Hey, would this get rid of tinnitus in some way, shape, or form?
It may. It very well may.
How?
Oh, yeah, how? That sounds weird.
It does. It's very. It's. I don't know exactly, but it
Oh,
may.
boy.
Sounds like Keith the cop.
There's like... I'm getting thousands of dollars in consultations here. This is great.
Yes, from one doctor who you know is good and some guy named Dan. I'm sure Dan's a doctor, but we have no idea who
Maybe
Dan is.
tens of dollars of consultation.
Exactly.
Well, does Dr. Steve know this maneuver he's talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. That would be the treatment of choice if the diagnosis of benign positional post-traumatic vertigo is made.
Dr. Steve.
Diagnosis first, though. That's why you still got to see the ear, nose, and throat guy.
Dr. Steve, what if I just get in a car and hit something on the opposite side that I hit in the first place?
Then you have it in both ears.
Wouldn't it knock it back?
Yeah, right. No, that's right. It would probably happen in both ears.
Oh, that would be really woozy, right?
Yeah, all right, thank you. Let's go to St. Louis. Mike's got something. I think
right.
he's a doctor, too. Mike,
Okay.
go ahead.
Mike?
Gentlemen,
Hey.
Yeah.
gentlemen, I believe that this is totally being overanalyzed. All the symptoms seem to indicate a hangover.
No, I don't have a hangover.
Let's go
assholes.
to Tyler in Pittsburgh. Tyler?
Hey, Ann, I'm sorry to hear about your car, buddy. I just have a question. Was the car seat still intact, too?
Was the car seat still intact? I don't know where this is going. Yes, it was.
Okay, boo.
No, the infant car seat is what he means.
Oh, right.
see,
Okay, he should have said that.
See, you date young is
He
the
should
joke
have
there.
said that.
A date young joke. We got Dr. Steve on the line, and we also have Dr. Steve on the line. Dr.
What?
Steve, go ahead.
Yes, love you, love the show.
Oh, that's Steve.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So, Anthony, is your cochlea hard?
All right, Steve. Thank you. My hard cochlea.
Let's go to Jimmy.
Been good.
Jimmy!
There's this thing called psychogenic vertigo.
What? Psychogenic?
What the fuck
What
does
is that,
mean?
Dr. Steve?
I'm reading the definition.
Help me out.
Medical text. It says factitious vertigo is complaints of vertigo related to psychological causes such as depression, anxiety, or an attempt to obtain compensation, known as malingering. So, that's always possible.
Who am I going to sue? The guardrail? Jesus Christ.
Are you trying to take a day off? Compensation?
That's what it is.
See?
We heard Dr. Steve said compensation. Think the day off. Oh, God, Anthony, take a day off. I felt a little woozy the second it happened.
Yeah.
Like I felt a little woozy. And then a little woozy during the rest of the afternoon and evening. I went to bed pretty early last night because I was a little sleepy from working out and having a little trauma in my life.
So why don't you call one of us to tell us this shit went on?
Because I wasn't feeling woozy until I got up this morning and it felt like I was on a fucking one of those spinny things in a little park.
Then these fucking guys would have said, all right, take the day off, get your ass checked out.
No, they wouldn't. They'd have called Bob, and I'd have been through more fucking drama. Enough. Try to take a day off around this fuck place. Jesus Christ, enough already. How many sick days do I have? Can I count them? Can I fucking get an accounting of how many sick days I have? And if I still have some, leave me the fuck alone. Oh, God.
Jimmy, did you talk? I don't even know.
Sure.
The guy in the line, no? All right.
Hello?
Forget it, dude. Let's move on to
I
Fontaine.
wish I got amnesia and forgot what assholes I work for.
Fontaine.
La 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 la.
Yeah, I get it, Fontaine. That's
Right.
me. Very good.
That head injury has taken Anthony's racism in completely the other direction.
How great would that be?
He's a bleeding heart.
I'm a bleeding heart liberal.
Fucking knocks the racism right out of his head.
You know, the cause of the black man, I am completely behind it. I am a lifetime member of the NAACP, and I give to the United Negro College Fund.
Oh, very nice.
And I think the judicial system is so jaded and biased against blacks, it's terrible. And that's the only reason that they have a huge population in prison, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of hanging with Danny and Keith, he's now hanging with me and Coop and fucking Malik from Asbury Park.
Yes.
Oh, shit, you know all the players.
Yeah.
What about Afro guy?
That'd be nice.
I forgot his name already.
I like how Danny's just looking at cars I can get if my car's totaled. I'm looking at Danny just scrolling through cars that I'll be able
Danny's
to buy,
very
perhaps.
excited. Gets to go shopping with you.
Gets to go car shopping.
Chris in Staten Island. Chris.
Good morning, boys. How
Hey,
are you?
Good, bro.
Ant, just curious.
Yeah.
Is banking a code word for high school dismissal?
No, I like how you laughed for yourself.
No, that was Dr. Steve laughing.
Oh,
Steve, see, you're fucked up, man.
I
Ant's
can't
fucked up.
distinguish.
Nope.
I can't distinguish the laughs.
Nope.
No, it was a laugh of.
Damn it.
All right, we got another doctor. We have a real doctor on the phone. Steve just plays one on the radio. So
he's a real doctor.
Let's go to a real doctor in Arizona. Dr. I don't know. Solomon?
Dr. Solomon?
Dr.
Sounds like
Solomon.
a doctor. Sounds like a doctor's name.
I want a Jew doctor always.
Of course. What's up, sir?
Dr. Solomon Carmody, yes. I'm an otolaryngologist. Anthony, the best thing to do is go home, fuck your beautiful girlfriend, and shut the fuck out.
Sir, could you say that in not such medical jargon?
In layman's terms,
yeah, exactly.
please.
Yeah, please, sir. We're not all college grads here.
College.
What are we, med students?
Someone is suggesting you should just put an ATM machine in your house.
I really should. An ass-to-mouth machine should be in my house.
That would be a wonderful thing to do.
Oh, God.
Oh, and that guy. Well.
Unbelievable.
So he should be checked out, Dr. Steve.
Yeah. Get checked out. It's most likely benign. They probably will do that Epley maneuver, and you'll be fine.
What is the maneuver? What does that entail? Is it twisting my neck around or some shit?
Yeah, kind of. What they do is they have you sit upright, and you turn your head to the side where where you're having the vertigo at like a 45-degree angle, and they lie you down. And then you sit there for 5 minutes, and then they turn your head to the other side like 90 degrees. And then you sit there for 5 minutes. And then you roll your body up to your side. And, you get the picture. What they're trying to do is put your head in a position where those crystals can slide back into place.
Crystals?
And
it's crazy inside the body.
Therapist, but if you go to an ear, nose, and throat guy and he agrees with my diagnosis, they'll just do it right there in the office. Now, you may have to do this several times, and may even need to do it a few times at home before this settles down.
Yeah.
But it will settle down?
Yeah. Usually it will.
Usually?
Yeah,
I don't like that.
It will.
I like 100%.
Let's do a little. Can we do a little WebMD right now?
No, I hate WebMD. It's always scary.
Don't do the WebMD.
Look, Dr. Steve says don't. It's scary.
All right, let me say hi to Paul in Philly. Paul.
I think he got a conclusion of the brain.
Paulie.
Bugs Bunny.
Hey, yeah, how's it going?
What's up, Paul?
That was Larry Fine.
Hey, I'm warning you.
Hey, Anthony, my father's a TV repairman. He's got a really cool set of tools. We can fix your car.
All right, asshole. It's an awesome set of tools.
Everyone knows it's awesome.
Come on. You're going to do this Macaulay line. Do it right.
What was that, the TV edit?
Yeah.
Very good. Let me say hi to Chris in the Poconos. Chris, from the heart-shaped tub, of course. What's up, Chris?
Of course. Yeah, you fix your tinnitus like you used to fix an old TV. You just hit it good enough on the side, and you give her, oh, fucking A, I'm
just
punching up.
smack myself on the side of the head.
Yeah, you hit your head so hard you fucking fixed it like your old TV
So
set.
I don't have enough. So I don't have static.
Yeah.
I don't like this crystals thing. Yeah, it's either the Fortress of Solitude or fucking. It's scary. I don't like crystals in my head.
Sal's got a good question. Sal.
Hey, Lou.
Sal.
Oh, Anthony, do you need a letter from your mother to get out of work today?
Yeah, that probably would work better than just a grown man trying to call up or.
No, Anthony needs a letter from his mother. No. He needs to get out of work. He crashed his car.
Thank you.
I think what Ant needs to eat is an ear of corn.
Oh, an ear of corn.
He's got
that would be funny, Chip.
What's that?
This is a very good question.
Yeah?
Steve on Long Island. Steve. Wow, the phone's just lit. Everyone has questions about Anthony's car wreck.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, did the cops show up?
Yes, a wonderful woman from the Nassau County Police Department showed up, took down the report.
Right.
Everything was cool.
You pay her off?
No, I didn't have to.
Did you pay her off?
Pay her off.
So you got rid of the booze before she got there. All right.
There was no booze involved.
You don't have to lie. Relax. You got rid of it. It's good.
I didn't get rid of anything because there was nothing in the car. It was 3 in the afternoon. I had just worked out, and I was going to the bank a mile away.
When did you finally call the cops? 10 o'clock at night?
No, I didn't.
I know, like Ted Kennedy.
After he went home and took a 7-hour nap, he finally said, you know what, I better call the cops. And then he goes back to the scene all rested and nice.
No, that's not what happened.
Jimmy goes like Ted Kennedy.
She was on the spot.
How do you go home wet and take a fucking nap, Ted?
Yeah, I was tired.
Jesus.
Did he say he took a nap?
Something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
How did that scumbag survive that?
Taking a dirt nap.
He
He's
went
fucking
home
in bed.
and took off his wet clothes and took a nice fucking snooze.
I swam away.
Oh, God. Before he called the ambulance, right?
But when he died, we all just praised him.
Fucking
scumbag of a human being.
Dr. Steve, what does it mean when a girl is blue and isn't breathing after hours?
That was Anthony's dice. Oh, no, Ant.
Oh, no.
You're one voice off.
Something's all confused in my head.
One voice off, guy.
My synapses.
Let's go to Richard in West Virginia. Richard.
Suck my cock. You want to suck my cock?
Richard, you there? No?
Oh, not for the suck my cock.
Not for suck my cock.
All right.
Good job, guys. Keep Ant talking. The more he talks, the more he gives away about his DUI.
I didn't do anything. I wasn't drinking at all.
Well, first of all, sir, you admitted that you had Keith the cop come and photograph the scene. Who is your buddy?
No, I called up Keith to give me a ride back home after the wrecker came and took my car away.
Secondly, sir,
Yeah.
you said that a female cop showed up, which everybody knows you would have bent her over the hood of your Mustang.
No, she was a wonderful woman, did a great job, fast, let me sit in the cop car there to warm up.
Was she
Because
hot?
it was freezing. It was freezing cold. And then a fan pulled up. Some guy, I forgot about this. Some guy just pulls up.
I thought you meant a fan.
No.
You were overheated.
No. A gentleman pulled in front of the wreck.
Mm-hmm.
He gets out. He goes, "Everything okay?" I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh, I always wanted to meet you, but not like this." He's a fan of the show, just stopping to shake my hand and say hi. Thanks, but I'm a little busy here. It was crazy. Maybe this nice chicken noodle soup will make me feel good.
Oh, sweetie.
Oh, and crackers.
Oh, have a cracker.
Crack-ass cracker.
I love crackers.
Brian in Oregon. Brian?
Little failer.
Hey, we need to ask Dr. Steve about alcohol content and how long it lasts in the system, because watching videos until, like, Sunday morning at 4 in the morning, drinking umpteen Captain and Cokes, beer, wine, and everything else, I think he's still got alcohol in his system.
12 hours bottle to throttle. Shut up.
Oh, now they're not with that much Captain and Coke.
Look, there was no alcohol involved in this mishap. It was
Sunday morning at 6 in the morning, you were still drinking. It was
Monday afternoon at 3 p.m.
Exactly.
What was I drinking? Absinthe? Shut up. You sound drunk, by the way.
I am, because I haven't slept yet.
Oh, good. I had to go along and pick up pieces. There's nothing worse than having to pick up the pieces and put it in your trunk.
Oh.
Useless pieces.
Did you unscrew the shifter and put it in your pocket?
I remembered.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I didn't unscrew the shifter. They threw everything in the car and they hauled it away. Like so much garbage. Nah, what are you going to do?
Sounds like, oh, yeah, well, let's go to Jesse Ventura. Jesse!
This sounds like a conspiracy. Did you check for thermite paint?
They usually paint the road with ice. It's thermite ice. It's the opposite.
It's the worst shit ever.
Thank you, sir. Didn't quite sound like Jesse, but I got the point.
So many fucking questions.
I thought I spelled it all out, but people
Not really. They really
always. First of all, they think.
Well, they're just waking up. If you're just tuning in, Ant crashed his Mustang.
Yeah, I wrecked my
pretty
Mustang.
impressively.
I wrecked my Mustang.
Let's say hi to Keith in Connecticut. Keith.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Anthony, I love you, but I'm so happy you smashed. I hope, for Christ's sake, you slow down now.
I was doing 30.
Don't yell at me, you calm down. You smashed, Dick, not me.
Jesus.
That's a good point.
Not much sympathy from you.
That's a very good point.
I could wash and wax
wax my car. You got to get your shit fixed and painted.
Oh, fuck. Well, have fun with your fucking Chevette. Washing and waxing your Chevette, you piece of shit. Shut up. I still have a perfectly good Escalade, the Cadillac of SUVs. Shut it.
And driving through your 22-foot garage doors, your fucking house like an asshole.
I never drove through my garage doors, sir.
That was my mother. She did that in North Brunswick. She crashed through the garage door when she was learning to drive.
Oh, really?
And my dad and me were just standing out there looking at the garage door, which is bent in at a 45-degree angle, and we're just giggling at her. Like, she was so upset, and, like, my father just looked at me, and I
You
just
have
saw him.
to laugh, yeah.
We fucking howled.
That's better than my story where I just backed out through my garage.
You didn't open the garage door.
Well, you're busy.
Oh, that's great.
That's wonderful. We're taking advice from you. God bless
the
you.
guy that came to fix it said, the next time you do this, I'm going to have to replace the door, so it wasn't the first time.
Oh, shit, you've done it before? Yeah. That's good. Rear view mirror. How about that?
We're almost done here. Let's say hi to Mark in Jersey. Marky.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hey.
Hello.
Anthony, why is that car even on the road with all of this snow and crappy weather and salt? That thing should be covered, pampered. What are you taking that car out for at all in this weather?
Look, my friend, it's garaged. It's in the fucking garage when I have it. I took it out because I needed to go a mile to the bank. It was imperative. And
what about the Cadillac of SUVs? Why didn't you just jump in that?
Melissa had that.
Anyway.
Melissa had the Escalade, so I had to drive the Mustang a mile.
They always say the worst things happen closest to home.
That they sure do say that, sir.
Is that true?
Yeah, within a couple miles.
Especially house fires. See, because it's...
All right. Let's go to Greg in Oregon. Greg?
Yeah, love you guys. Love the show.
Hello. Fuck yourself.
Did you hit that guardrail hard enough that some of your hair plugs fell out?
They're not plugs. They're follicles taken from the harvest region and individually put in place in the natural direction your hair
That
grows.
would be funny, though, if you hit the thing so hard that all of a sudden they were all like porcupine quilled into the ceiling of the car.
I threw them off like porcupine quills.
Get a dustpan and just sweep them off the highway. Let's say hi to Joey and MD. Joey.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
I was curious to know if Ant's going to charge any hate crimes against the black ice.
Ah, see?
Damn black ice.
There was no ice. No ice. Cold road, cold tires, too much horsepower.
Damn slave ice.
I bombed. Goodbye.
So did I. Greg on Long Island. Greg.
Anthony, your story's starting to fall apart. If Keith came to pick you up, why didn't you use Keith's car?
Keith wasn't at my house.
It doesn't matter. You could have had him pick you up and drive you to the bank.
Why do that when I had a car? See,
you don't have a car now, do you?
Well, now I would have to call him Keith to take me to the bank.
Oh,
You
by the way,
smartass.
I
Mr.
have
Hindsight.
I have Illumina for sale. You want it?
Yeah, Illumina.
That'll keep you safe.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
I hear that echo again. Oh, my God. Yeah, right. Wow.
Jason in Canada. Jason.
Yeah, did Anthony sound like David after the dentist? Is this going to be forever?
That's exactly what I did.
All right.
Nothing worse than stepping out of that vehicle, though, and looking around. And the engine instantly stopped. And it's like, oh, yeah, that's not restarting anytime soon. And then you get out and look and oversee it. When I first got out and looked at the driver's side, it was like, all right, don't look that bad. And then you look dead on from the front and notice that your car is pigeon-toed, and it's a very, expensive suspension and front end and everything.
It couldn't be driven home, right?
Oh, no.
Okay.
They had to drag it up onto a flatbed.
Were you crying as it
haul it away? No, I was just sitting in Keith's vehicle with the heat on, just going, this blows. Yeah. What are you going to do? It's up to the insurance company now, my friends.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think
Maybe
all the
Ferrari.
questions were asked, right?
Chip in a little more and get a Ferrari? I'd love that. Get a
Yeah.
Ferrari. Huh?
Yeah.
Chip, what? Chip
I
in.
had a Ferrari. I was driving it so fast. I was doing like 137. I was spinning around and went like over an icy lake and stuff and into a ravine. But I just drove it home. I was like, right out of there.
I love lying, Chip. I just don't know. I was right out of there.
I'm not lying. I just had a better cost, so what?
Dr. Steve, I hung up on you, not on purpose. Today.
Oh, Dr. Steve, sorry.
I really didn't mean to do that.
Dr. Steve.
I guess that's it. So you're all right.
Yeah, as far as I know, Dr. Steve wants me to get checked out. I would have done that this morning, first thing, but...
I think you're going to have to take the rest of the week off.
You
better tell the guys down the hall.
It's crazy because, imagine that phone call. Hi, yeah, it's Anthony. I wrecked my car last night. I was feeling a little woozy, but then when I woke up this morning, I really had trouble even, putting my pants on, standing on one leg to, put my legs through the pants. And I'm feeling, okay, yeah, right, you're right, I'll be right in. Yeah, I'm sorry. I fucking apologize profusely. I'll be right in. Perish the thought.
Did you have trouble getting your pants on?
Yeah, I had just woke up.
Oh, there's your car in happier times.
Oh.
Doesn't help that the picture you took is you with a big glass of wine in front of it.
That's a big glass of grape juice. Look, I wasn't driving the thing.
That doesn't help.
I'm toasting my vehicle.
That doesn't help what people are thinking this morning.
I'm toasting the
The
vehicle.
only picture we can find of your Mustang is with you in front of it with a big glass of wine.
I am toasting it saying, look at my vehicle.
Cool. You'll be eulogizing it next with that same glass of wine. Remember my vehicle.
The car people are really mad at you that you fucked up your car going 30 miles an hour to the bank.
I'm sorry. I understand.
You know how the car people get. They're
I
like,
know.
what the fuck's wrong with you?
I know.
And some people saying NASCAR's 750 horse. Is that possible? You have more fucking horsepower than a NASCAR?
Yeah, it's stupid. But now it's
Is that true though? I don't even know if that's true. That fact.
They have like 1,000 horsepower.
Did you ever make it to the bank?
Yeah, a Bush car is 750 horse.
You make it to the bank?
Uh-huh. Keith took me.
750.
Yeah, 750.
Is it NASCAR?
Yeah.
And
it says Nextel Cup cars can range between 830 to 850 on non-restrictor plate engines.
Yeah.
Bush cars 600 to 640.
Bush.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you never see those things going to the bank. You never see fucking...
I never saw a pace car going into a Wachovia.
I never saw Jimmy Johnson driving to the bank in his car, in his race car.
Yeah, that's why TD is so convenient. You could just drive right the fuck in.
Yeah. Jesus.
All right. We should take a break.
I know. I'm going to eat.
Could you walk a line or something? I want to see if you could fucking...
Nah, it's pretty bad. I don't want to. It makes me
really is bad.
Queasy. Yeah. I just got to sit.
Do you feel better now? Maybe it'll happen with a few hours of relaxing.
I'll just move my head around. Oh, see, that's bad.
Just don't do that, that's all.
Oh, that's, yeah.
You don't need to look up in the air for what?
See,
You're looking at planes?
I can move my eyes, so I walk around and I don't move my head. I keep my head still and I just move my eyes around. But the second I start moving my head,
is it behind
and
though?
moving?
Does it have that?
No, I don't have a sound. No sound goes with it.
No, because it's radio. I'm describing that what you see. Like you want to see this, but you don't see this until your eyes are over here. So it's like
no, it's just like literally. Get on one of those stupid little things that are in playgrounds where you spin people around.
Get the fuck out of here! I'm not
spin around. Get off of it, and now try to walk. And that's how I feel when I try to walk.
How'd you drive in today?
Driving is fine. I'm sitting down and I'm just fucking,
focused.
Once I'm sitting, I'm all right. It's standing up and walking.
This is going to push Gabby Gifford right out of the news.
Sure is. Sure is.
You suck.
Let's see. I think all the questions were asked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lanny, I guess. Lanny?
DeLorean?
Minnesota?
Yeah. This song, this is pretty pathetic. This story, 30 miles an hour, and you need physical therapy. It's almost as bad as the day he had to spend half a day in the pediatrics ward with his girlfriend. I just don't understand it.
Ann has the best story.
Don't you?
He certainly has the best stories.
Don't you? You don't understand this?
Also, what high school are they going to be parking his Mustang out in front of for drunk drivers?
Oh, fuck yeah. You should
shut up, you douchebag.
Donate your car to your old high school.
A high school. This is what can happen.
Do it.
I was not even near any alcohol.
We're getting requests for Travis's PSA. Do we still have that in the system?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yes.
Please
great.
tell me you have it in the system.
Oh, great.
It's under Mom 10,000 times.
We'll play this going in a break if we have it.
Hi, Mom. You told me not to do that, Mom. Remember I called you Mom?
You weren't listening to Travis's PSA.
I know. Someone said I should call 1-877-CARS for kids. Smashed up cars for kids.
You want to blame the Jews? Someone's asking.
Nah.
No, you're all right with that?
Yeah.
Someone wants to buy your car for $5.
$5.
It's too low.
What is this? Fucking get out of here.
There's some great airbag jokes, but the airbags didn't go off, so.
No, the airbags didn't go off.
Yeah. Wondering if the teenage girl has like bruises to the back of her head from the airbags.
No, I was alone in the car.
That's kind of funny though.
It was terrible. Oh no! I got a text from Dr. Steve.
What?
Cock picture.
Seriously.
Seriously, go get
seriously.
checked out.
I sent you some Epi maneuver info. Done me without plugging my show this weekend. Oh boy! See, plug his show this weekend.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
This weekend, Dr. Steve. Weird Medicine. What time does that come on? What time's that? Midnight? Midnight for Dr. Steve's Weird Medicine. He's very funny, very entertaining, and very knowledgeable. The Dr. Steve. I don't know. Should I get a DeLorean? Should I have it done up? Like completely like fucking Doc Brown's?
Just enjoy yourself.
That'd be fun. Yeah, I try.
Jimmy thinks you're enjoying yourself too much. I say just keep enjoying yourself.
No, I'm happy that he's enjoying himself, but I don't mind if there's something that he doesn't enjoy, because Ant has fun. Ant's life is fun.
I'm bouncing off the guardrails of life.
You really
That's
are.
what I'm doing.
It's fun with a capital F.
Nothing but fun. All right, we'll tell you. You want to hear the Travis PSA?
Of course I do.
This was part of Most Embarrassing Tape Day, and I think we're doing another version of that tomorrow. You get your song yet?
Still got to fucking get it.
Yeah, you're not going to have it
I
tomorrow.
got to.
We'll have a plan B.
Where's Joe?
We're not going to have the
Joe
song
Curry's
tomorrow.
got it.
I would bet a lot of money we're not going to have the song tomorrow.
If I had a car, I'd drive out and get it. No, I have a car.
But when we did this last week, Travis brought in a PSA he did fucking, 10, 12 years ago.
Oh, my God. He was a little tater tot mom.
And he won some kind of
Mom?
award. And once again, here it is. It's very uncomfortable to listen to.
Yeah, it's Travis.
I went to a party, Mom. I remember what you said. You told me not to drink, Mom, so I drank soda instead. I felt really proud inside, Mom, the way you said I would. I didn't drink and drive, Mom, even though the others said I should. I know I did the right thing, Mom. I know you're always right. Now the party's finally ending, Mom, and everyone drives out of sight. As I got into my car, Mom, I knew I'd get home in one piece. Because of the way you raised me, Mom, so responsible and sweet. I started to drive away, but as I pulled into the road, the other car didn't see me, Mom, and it hit me like a load. As I lie here on the pavement, Mom, I hear the voices say, the other guy is trouble, and now I'm the one to pay. I'm lying here dying, Mom. I wish you'd get here soon. How come this happened to me, Mom? My life burst like a balloon. There's blood all around me, Mom. Most of it's mine. I hear the paramedics say, Mom, I'll be dead at the same time. I just wanted to tell you, Mom, I swear I didn't drink. It was the others, Mom. The others didn't think. He didn't know where he was going, Mom. He was probably at the same party as I. The only difference is, Mom, he drank, and I will die. Why do people drink and drive, Mom? It's ruining their life. I'm feeling sharp pains now, Mom. It's just like a knife. The guy who hit me is walking, Mom. I don't think that's fair. I'm lying here dying, Mom. All you can do is stare. Tell my brother not to cry, Mom. Tell Dad to be brave. And when I get to heaven, Mom, remember I love you when you visit my grave. Someone should have told him, Mom. If only they'd taken the time, Mom. My breath is getting shorter, Mom. Please don't cry for me, Mom. Because when I needed you, you were always there. I have one last question, Mom. I didn't ever drink, Mom.
The Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony Show. On the Virus, Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show. On the Virus, Sirius XM.
Wah, 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 wah. So, Oprah revealed her secret yesterday.
Her big secret.
Just amazing TV. It really was. Amazing. And yeah, it turns out she has a half-sister.
And does anyone care?
And Oprah's mom didn't tell anybody.
Oprah's family was fucked up, huh?
Oprah has 3 half-siblings. Well, 2 are now dead.
You kidding?
So she had a brother and a sister, half-sister, half-brother, both died. One in 88 or 89 and the other in 2003.
She died of drugs and he died of AIDS.
It was an AIDS thing.
Yeah, her brother Jeffrey.
Wow, did she know them before they died?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she did?
Her own sister, the one that died in 2003 from drugs, sold her out to the media about being pregnant at 14 years old. Remember that story?
Oh, shit.
Did Oprah have that child? No. She was just pregnant at 14? Okay, because I don't know. I don't know the Oprah knowledge. But the only reason we know that is her own half-sister sold it to the fucking media.
Yeah.
So then Oprah goes through life thinking, okay, I don't have any more siblings, I guess, right? Because she doesn't have any other siblings anywhere else. And then all of a sudden, this woman pops out of nowhere. And this woman knew for 3 years and didn't go to the media or anything.
She tried to contact Oprah. It just took that long to get it.
Right.
She tried to contact Oprah and say, I'm your sister.
Yeah.
And it took that long.
I guess she gets all kinds of crackpots, though, probably. She has a lot of people trying to contact her.
Well, the half-sister even said that she sent an email to Harpo, so that had to have come.
Marks?
That had to, Harpo Studios, yeah. That had to come across her desk, but Oprah, for whatever reason, decided, come on. How real is this?
Much like the Pearl Harbor, the Japs are coming, bombing thing. Came across the desk, but never got it.
And I watched the whole show, and this woman is a single mom raising 2 kids. She became,
go figure.
She became a mom at an early age, like 17.
Wow, go figure.
But doing the right thing, working hard, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And now she wakes up and she realizes she's related to Oprah. That's like winning the lottery.
If Oprah, brings her into the fold, as they say.
Seems like
and by fold, I don't mean the ones under her tits.
Seems like Oprah's gonna bring her into the fold.
Really?
Yes. This woman just won the fucking. Can you imagine waking up one day and going, "Holy shit, I'm related to Oprah"? I would.
You're Oprah's sister. Woo! She's jumping around.
I so wouldn't mind being black if I was Oprah's sister. I so wouldn't mind.
Slow down.
I wouldn't. If you wake up and you realize you're related to Oprah.
Let me see. What situations would I want to be black?
Related to Oprah. She's a billionaire. She would buy you another Shelby today.
When it's time to pull your cock out. That's the time I'd like to be black. Just black, multicolored. Frighten a woman.
Yeah, all that money, but you still got all that oppression.
I don't know, man.
I don't like oppression.
I don't know. This
it's
fucking
not fun.
This her name's Patricia. She seemed to come across very
Trish the dish.
No. You saw the show too.
No, but I saw the photo of Trish, who's not a dish.
She's not a dish?
No.
Does it look like she enjoys having one in front of her?
You bet it does. An empty one.
She's all right.
She's not all right.
What?
She's awful.
She's just all right.
She's maybe a 1. And that's only because she's Oprah's sister.
You think she's a 1?
She'd be a -5 if she wasn't.
That's crazy.
Well,
low on the scale.
We got a couple quick clips from the big announcement. The big Oprah Family Secret show that had everybody watching yesterday.
For the most part, my life has been an open book. And on this show, I think I've seen just about everything and heard every story. And I thought nothing could surprise
seen
me
a rubber
anymore.
band?
But let me tell you, I was wrong. Just before Thanksgiving, I was given some news that literally shook me to my core. A bombshell.
Ant was shook to his core yesterday.
I shook to my core.
Holy shit, were you? You
I
and
seen
Oprah.
everything.
You and Oprah.
But I don't think I ever seen Oprah Winfrey fly. It's an elephant joke from Dumbo.
No, you didn't lose your memory. That's great.
I was shook to my core.
But you didn't lose the memory.
The
That's
core
good.
of my ears.
A little shaky on your feet, but
I got post-traumatic vertigo.
Oh, my love.
Vertigo.
Bombshell family secret that left me speechless. Only a handful of people in my life know about this. But before I get into it, let me just tell you my reasons for doing it on this show.
Oh, okay.
There's no way,
Justify.
with how the media works today, that a story like this wouldn't get out in the press and wouldn't be exploited. I didn't want that to happen.
No, explain it
because
yourself.
it is true. If it wasn't true, I wouldn't care what the media said. But it is true. So I wanted you to hear it from me first.
Fair enough, but you don't have to do a whole hour show around it.
Yeah.
You just release little press releases out there.
She teased it yesterday.
Yeah, it had-
promos.
Yeah.
And then she does it on her show. She's using it too. I mean,
course.
not blaming her, but don't try to make it something it's not.
She got huge ratings out of this one.
Yeah.
Huge. Everybody's talking about this. It's all over the TV. Fuck, you wake up and you realize you're Oprah's sister.
Yeah.
Did you quit your job that day? I would quit my job and just assume, all right, when are you going to fucking start sending some money my way?
Wow, that's an assumption.
Really?
Yeah.
You live the life I live. What do you think happens? You don't think there's a trickle-down effect that happens? Are you kidding me? Of course there is. Instead of being the one that's doing the trickling, I want it to fucking drop on me. How's that sound?
You want a trickle to trickle on you.
I want it to be trickled on me. I don't want to be doing the trickling anymore.
Like Jimmy.
Fuck.
He likes being trickled on.
Jimmy, you get a little trickle-down thing happening in your life?
My name's the Trickle Kid. Not much, no. Honestly, no. Very little trickle. I actually usually offer. Because I don't have that many people in my family either, though.
I like offering.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah, that's
offering.
what I do.
I like the offering.
I just give.
Give until it hurts.
Give.
Like I'll say, here's a few hundred. Pop this in your mouth.
That's giving.
Sure is.
And if you wake up and you become Oprah's half-sister, do you instantly... And now you're Oprah, right? And we live this life on a much lower level. Now, do you turn around and make Oprah's half-sister, if you're Oprah, a millionaire? How where do you go with this?
You give her a gig on the Oprah show there on Harpo.
Yeah,
you put her on the payroll, and you give her a cushy job.
You probably have to make her work for it a little bit, right?
And when Scagnetti shows up, we'll say, you had to make a run to Tustin and pick up some lumber.
Right. Right.
No?
I don't know that one. That's why I said
Reservoir
right.
Dogs.
Very good, Jimmy.
Fucking, I know
Reservoir
that
Dogs
movie,
it is.
too. God damn it.
Fucking Scagnetti.
Good job, brother.
Fucking scumbag.
I always thought Tim Roth should have lied. Instead of saying he was going to rip you off, he should have said he shot Michael Madsen. He should have said he was going to burn both of us.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I don't think it would have mattered.
He said he was going to shoot me, too.
Yeah, he was pretty angry, though.
He wouldn't have been angry about...
Pretty angry anyway. Oh, this guy right here?
This fucking cop?
This fucking cop right
Here's Oprah announcing that she has a half-sister. A big announcement.
Half-sister!
I have a half-sister! I wonder what the audience got. Because... Huh?
So there's your sister.
And you get a sister! And you get a sister! And you get a sister! And you get an Oprah sister! And you get an Oprah sister! Why'd you have to make it racist?
I didn't. I saw the show.
Yeah, look at Jimmy's face.
I've seen when
Jimmy's
they do
uncomfortable.
that.
Yeah, you don't need to go to a doctor.
Yeah, obviously everything's intact.
Maybe a psychiatrist.
You certainly didn't hurt
Where
the
this anger comes from.
you certainly didn't hurt the racist bone in your body. See Oprah on TV. It's everywhere. This is the big announcement.
Big story.
Her son Andre put the last piece of the puzzle together.
I went online and found a bio of Oprah Winfrey and saw the birth.
Know how this came about? Because we don't have the whole fucking show.
Cha-ching.
So this woman is like trying to find her birth mom for a while and can't really figure it out, whatever. And a couple dead ends. And then that night on like TV, Milwaukee TV, I guess, they were interviewing Oprah's mom. I didn't even know Oprah's mom was still alive. And she admitted that
5 shots and she's still alive.
She admitted she had, they were talking about her her 2 children. Sorry. Right. And then this woman that becomes Oprah's half sister went, I have 2 siblings.
Ah, shit.
I got 2 siblings. And then looked up the ages, and they were the exact same fucking ages.
Oh, man. That's like looking up the lottery numbers.
Right.
She's looking up the ages, going like, my God.
Yeah.
15, what's the Powerball number?
So it was luck.
Yeah.
And then also, obviously, Oprah was born in 54, so this woman had info that she has another sister that was born in 54.
Oh, man.
And all of a sudden she went, holy shit, I think I'm related to Oprah.
That's it. She had a life easy pass.
She connected the dollar signs.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, but they were all half sisters. But then the one girl said, "I was as much a son to him as you and Mike." He said, "Come on, Mom's got something in the kitchen. Mom made supper." They had meatballs.
Some sausage.
I'm a dreamer, and I dream that after this big show that Oprah did yesterday,
yeah,
she looks at her half sister and goes, "All right, now beat it,
Scrammo,
skedaddle, Scrammo. We're only half related. I got what I needed from you, and get the fuck out of here. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
And your fat ass.
Right.
Don't let it hit you where the good Lord split you."
Oh, that's a good one.
George Jefferson said that.
Did he?
Of course he did.
Wow.
That's a wonderful line.
That's a little risque.
Yes, means the asshole.
Right.
Don't let it hit you where the shit tumbles out. That was big for like 1978 on Network.
Tumbles out.
Yeah. I love how you call it Network. On Network. Yeah. So Andre is Oprah's half-sister's kid.
Her half-nephew.
Half-nephew, right.
Right.
Her son, Andre, put the last piece of the puzzle together.
I went online and found a bio of Oprah Winfrey and saw the birth dates of when her mom was born and when her siblings were born.
And he says, Mom, what's the year of your first sibling? And I said, 54.
Which is the year I was born. So with that information,
we realized that Oprah could be my sister.
Could this actually be true? Could this actually really happen?
Yes, it is true.
It
is true that my mother, Bernita, is also Patricia's birth mother. That means Patricia is my half-sister, who I never knew
Two separate
existed.
fathers? Really?
Yeah.
Never see that.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, just saying.
No, you do.
Yeah.
But how fucked up is that? Oprah's 55 had no fucking clue. That's unbelievable.
Is it really?
Not really.
Scattered around like a shotgun blast. Jesus.
Jesus, man.
Well, they do go in all kinds of directions. Pretty hard to find.
And then I guess we meet Patricia here in this final clip.
Patricia.
I was so moved on the tape where you said you were worried that you might hurt me. How did you think you would hurt me?
Oh, my goodness. If that got out, and it's not fair, number one, because it's family business, and family business needs to be handled by family.
Well, it is now out there. Yes.
And it was handled by family.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be handled.
Yeah, she's already talking like, see, we're a family.
Yeah.
We're handling like family business.
Family
Family,
business.
right, Oprah?
That's a family, yo.
Yeah.
Give me a little taste now that I'm saying I'm family. God, she's fucking a lottery winner.
Yeah, but she's fat.
Handled by family.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be handled by anyone else. That's not fair. It wouldn't be fair to you.
Do you feel now that you have connected with your family, do you feel a sense of wholeness and a sense of completion?
Oh, yes. Oh,
you do?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Even though our mother's reaction, was it what you thought it would be?
That's okay. Because I have my nieces, I have my nephews and great nieces, and I have you.
My Uncle Benjamin Franklin, and I have my my great uncle Ulysses S. Grant. And get its money.
Had the mother.
Yeah, what happened there? The mother. It sounded like the mother
They talked to the mother.
Didn't like that. They talked to the mother.
She's in shock, and Oprah's saying something like she's still living like it's 1963.
Really?
Like,
she can't go to all the bathrooms? What does she do? She doesn't go to the diners?
She had this kid and said, look, I can't raise the kid. I'm going to give it up for adoption. Oprah turned it into something like her mom was trying to get off welfare, and that's why
she gave up the Oprah. She gave up the Oprah.
Yeah.
Oh, she tossed it away like a winning lotto ticket.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Then Oprah's like, Mom, you got to just let it go. Let it go.
She's the peak
let
best
it go.
of the fucking Oprah family.
Who? The half
mother.
sis? The mom?
mother.
Oh, yeah.
She Pete bested her way right out of that fucking family.
The mother did?
Yeah, she should have been all nice. Make some cake.
She fucking won the lottery. You guys don't understand this.
As long as she don't fuck it up.
She was working hard trying to raise these 2 kids. Like, she wasn't making any real money. And then you wake up and realize you're related to Oprah.
Although if she does fuck up, Oprah will probably like give her a lot of money and tuck her away somewhere, as opposed to just cutting her off. Right. Because then she'll get out there and go, Oprah, being a bitch, I hate Oprah. Fuck Oprah.
I would assume it's an easy mill if you're related to Oprah.
Oh yeah, at least
in a Christmas card, a birthday
She
card.
got billions.
I said an easy mill, like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. Damn. Well, there you go. There's Oprah's big announcement.
That's something. I mean, it's nothing to me. But she look like her? You can't
Not
tell?
really.
Where's a picture?
It's all. It's
For the love
everywhere.
of Christ, where's a fucking picture?
I didn't see a family resemblance.
Oh.
No, not really.
No.
Yeah. She's shorter than Oprah.
Well, I see kind of a resemblance.
Sure.
That's Oprah.
Oh.
That was just another picture of Oprah.
Okay.
See, a lot shorter.
Oh, she's shorter.
And not as...
They got that same body shape.
Not as big as the Oprah.
No, but she's shorter, so.
Not as big as the Oprah.
She's like a scale model of Oprah.
Yeah.
Oprah.
God, enough of the advertising.
That computer just needs to be fucking
thrown out the window.
There's times that I wonder if it would be funny or like it would just be silence in here if I ripped the computer out and just started smashing it into pieces.
it. Yeah, I would laugh my balls off.
I'd probably hear that, but why is it not? Is it not?
I don't know. It misbehaves a lot.
It really does. Oh, okay. That's good enough.
Well, let's go to Matt in North Carolina. He wants to talk about the Oprah. Matt.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
Who cares about this bitch? This happens every day in ghettos across America.
Oh.
What's the most confusing day on the Oprah Winfrey
Oh,
show?
boy. Here
Father's
we go.
Day.
Oh, boy.
Ah.
Oh, that's an oldie. Jesus. Oh, there you go. Okay, that's a good picture. Let me say. Yep, there's something there in the jawline, I'd say.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah, a little something in the nose.
Really?
Yeah.
You see all that?
The middle of the face, yes.
I see a resemblance in the her lips and her nose.
Cover the hair with your hands, Danny. Can you do that? Because sometimes the hair screws up.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me see just the face. The eyes look different, at least from this angle, but the cheeks and the lips and the nose, the middle of the face looks the same.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it definitely looks related.
Yeah.
She a millionaire
Just
now?
in the eyes, she doesn't look.
I want to know if she's a millionaire now.
No, you don't just hand someone a million.
Dressing pretty fancy over there.
They've known since November. They did Thanksgiving together.
You don't think she's going to be, when Oprah takes a fucking 1,000 people somewhere, you don't think she's going to be one of them now?
Of course.
Yeah,
Wait, they did Thanksgiving together?
Yeah. And Oprah was just trying to figure out how to put this together, I guess, for her show. I don't know.
Yeah. She had her writers and producers and shit. Get right on it.
Well, she wanted to debut it on the new network, probably.
So
yeah, definitely.
No, this was a regular show that's going off the air.
Oh, is it?
I'm sure Owen will have some behind-the-scenes shit about this.
Thanksgiving stuff.
Yeah, they showed some home video, actually.
Wait, Oprah's show is still on?
Yeah, this is the final year. I don't know when it goes off.
I thought it was like done.
I did too.
No, it's.
I thought she was doing that.
I guess it goes off the air. What, in May, probably. Yeah. Oprah. Let me say hi to Pirate Trucker.
Yeah.
Morning, boys.
Hey.
Say, so Oprah's mom lied to her for 55 years, or Oprah always knew and just was hoping nobody else would find out?
Well, Oprah's saying she didn't know. The mom said she didn't tell anyone, but I think like an aunt or something knew, and she kept the secret too, along with Oprah's mom.
Oprah's mom would have known.
No, Oprah's mom knew. I didn't say that. Oprah's mom kept it a secret, is what she said.
Yeah, I don't buy it. I think she just didn't want to pay out any money, so she didn't. She just hoped nobody would find out.
Well, there was a DNA test done.
Oh, they want to make sure. Yeah.
But supposedly before Oprah knew, or around the time Oprah was finding out.
Oprah.
Can you imagine? You can't just knock on Oprah's door and say, I'm your half sister. There's got to be some documentation going on,
fuck
man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. So that was the Oprah, the Oprah secret.
A big secret. Wow. How about that?
Jerry Springer coming in tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
It's been a while.
What the hell's he up to?
Nothing. That's why he's coming
Still
in.
doing his show.
And it's a quickie in the every single person alive saw this coming news.
Oh, no.
This is
our pal Ted Williams. We have a Ted Williams update.
Ted Williams update.
He's the
Kraft macaroni and cheese.
The man with the golden voice.
Yeah, you remember him? The bum.
The last we left him, what was going on? We did the Dr. Phil with him, right?
Meanwhile,
he was a little hesitant to go to rehab, which is always bad. He wanted to go to Columbus first,
right?
Or wherever he wanted to go.
He wanted to get his girl in Columbus, I believe. And Dr. Phil did a whole 3 or 4 days with Ted Williams, put him up in a hotel. Turns out he was drinking. And his family members ratted him out to Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil's like, you got to do this rehab. So Ted Williams goes, all right, I'll do the rehab. Well, your update is very simple. Ted Williams has checked himself out of rehab. And the rehab was going on in Texas.
Texas, man.
And supposedly the woman that he was in rehab with is still there.
Oh, yeah.
For now. So
the girl went too?
I guess, yeah, that's what it looks like in this article.
And she's still at the rehab. But he took off after 12 days.
Yeah, he's done.
Done. It's supposed to be 3 months.
Yeah, done.
Was it a 3-month rehab?
Oh,
yeah.
I think this was a longer
3
one.
months.
Yeah. This was a biggie.
No other word on why he left? Any word from him? Any comments?
No.
Where is he?
Where is he? He's in a fucking gutter somewhere.
Just drinking.
If you get out of rehab, don't you go right to a liquor store usually?
I don't know. It might have been a relationship. If it's with that girl,
right,
then it might have been the relationship that was driving him nuts. It was stupid to put them together in rehab. That's really codependent shit. But
well, this is what I got. It's quick. Williams called it quits on rehab. The man with the golden voice left the Origins Recovery Center in South Texas against his doctor's advice. Williams' whereabouts since leaving rehab are unclear.
He's on the lam.
How do you leave? You're Ted Williams and you leave and no one follows him to see where the fuck he's going?
No one cares. They know what the fuck he was up to.
Yeah.
And it's reported that his girlfriend is still in the center. So, and then it's all that YouTube sensation,
Hey.
Dr. Phil, drinking, blah, 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 Dan's tire and battery store, blah, 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 blah,
Dan's
blah.
tire and battery store.
Stupid Dan.
was quoted as saying, I told you, he's a bum.
Yeah, fuck you, Dan.
talk about it. Just about to blow it, Ted. You idiot. You idiot.
All he has to do is...
You're going to blow it.
I know it's not easy.
Oh, no, I know. But
I understand that part of it, but if he could just hang in there for 3 fucking months, his life will line up nice for him.
you got to make choices sometimes. Like, Ted, you fucked around enough. You've done enough. You were begging for fucking change.
Yeah.
Alcohol has not served you well.
I don't think he was begging for change. Oh, I guess he wasn't away, but
He had a sign. He was standing there with a sign.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
I meant I saw all the Dr. Phil shit. He was certainly not begging for change. He didn't want to do the rehab. He has no desire to do the rehab.
Oh, no, when I say change, I mean money.
Literally money.
Yeah, I saw that he was just feeling all the pressure and said to Dr. Phil, "All right, I'll do this." He didn't want to do it. He's not ready. He's not ready at all.
No, he was taking quarters and nickels and dimes on the side of
Yeah,
the
I
road.
gotcha. I understand.
Yeah.
But begging
bum.
begging for change, because of the video, it's almost looked like he was begging for a change in his life, too. That's why I got confused.
Yeah, no, he's...
Yeah.
But he wasn't begging for a change when he was talking to Dr. Phil.
No.
So what do you think happens to this guy now?
Bum, right back on the street. He's already let his mom down. Don't disappoint me.
And all the people that want to hire him.
Hi, Mommy. Hi, Mommy. Hi, Mommy. Hi, Mommy.
Mom! I'm not to the Lord. I have to do this now.
Oh, you disappointed her. Mm-hmm. Hi, Mommy. This guy's a kook. Said it right from the start. If you're a homeless guy and you're not one of those 1 in a million families that fell on bad times and are in a shelter and said, holy shit, how did this happen? We lost our job, our house, finances, something happened. If you're not one of those homeless, you're a kook. And that's why you can't assimilate to society.
Right.
You can't live within the boundaries of civilized society, so you are an outcast. You're homeless. You beg for change. You drink. You can't fucking get out of the bad situation you're in. And this guy had the opportunity to do it, but he's too kooky and fucked up to follow it through.
And the news has moved on. This is just a little blurb. They're done with Ted Williams, and he should understand that. They're done with you.
Dunsky.
So you got to clean up your shit, and then hopefully you still have some great opportunities.
Do you know how much money that guy could have made doing voiceovers?
Millions.
He could have made millions. Because people would still want to use him over the next couple of years. He's a dope.
Somebody will use him a little bit more in the next week or two, but after that, it's done unless he cleans his shit.
He'd be the new, what's his name?
This guy says he has...
What was that guy's name? They used to do the movies. Don LaFontaine.
He still doesn't, right?
No, he's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, Donnie Boy's dead.
Don LaFontaine.
Greg and IHOP has more info on Ted Williams.
Greg.
All right.
Yeah, good morning, boys. My waffle syrup here spilled out onto my placemat, but I believe I'm reading that Ted Williams is on his way to Cleveland, but he has to do lots of drugs and alcohol before he gets there to make up for the fact that he's on his way to Cleveland.
Oh, a good thing. Double edge. You got the whole thing with Ted, and you got the bash in for Cleveland.
Thank you very much.
That's good. And you do have to be drunk or on drugs to ever want to go to Cleveland.
I love Cleveland. I mean, to do gigs, it rules.
I didn't mind
They're big fans of ours there.
I understand what you have to say, Jimmy.
I didn't mind
They
Cleveland
love
either,
us.
man. I didn't like staying downtown in the fucking zombie city, but I kind of liked it. Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Crazy ass bitches from Cleveland. Tell you that much.
Sure. A lot of fat vages.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what you like.
The home of the fat vag, Jimmy.
That is actually on the license plates.
That's because they have a harsh winter. So
Ohio.
They gotta. It's kind of like
they fat it up to keep it warm.
Put a little extra blubber down there just to keep everything
blubber
warm.
Blubber.
This guy could do Ted Williams. He wants to do his Ted Williams. Go ahead, Mikey, whatever the fuck.
This is Ted Williams' voice. I
No,
left
it's
Ted
not.
Williams in Texas, and I was going elsewhere to make money.
Not bad.
No, it's not deep enough. You don't have the soul to the voice. He has
You don't
this
like
thing.
You don't like it?
No, I don't.
Punch out, boys.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
My word. Yeah, that guy's just what they call a flash in the pan.
Yeah, it's over for Ted Williams.
Flash in
What
the
an
pan.
idiot. Just fucking. I don't know. I don't know that world, so I should shut my mouth. But Jesus, isn't something in your brain going, okay, this is tough, but hang in there. Your fucking life is going to be nice if you could make it through the 3 months and figure some of this shit out. No, Jimmy, what do you got on this?
Well, it's up to him. I mean, he knows what he's supposed to do. He's not ready. He's being forced into it. And it's like, it's easy to say how dumb
You
the
think
guy
the
is.
withdrawals got to him after 12 days? of
Don't,
rehab?
that I don't know. And possibly, but again, that girl being in there, I think, was stupid.
They should have separated them.
Of course.
Because they're probably bickering.
Well, that's the only way he would go in, probably.
Right. So they had no choice.
Sure. But I guarantee you that's what the problem was.
Right. All right.
I have a casting guy coming to my house on Saturday.
Casting.
Yeah.
You having your cock made into a cast?
Yeah. We're gonna cast. No. It's I don't want to get into details, but let's just say it's a gun-related TV program.
Damn.
That may or not want me involved in. Yes.
What
Very
show?
Excited. Very excited. I don't want to say.
You just said.
No, but I just said, but I don't want to say it on the air.
Is it a show that's already on TV? A show that's already on TV.
Well, there's a new show that they're making. It's called Guns, 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 Guns. And for everybody runs around with their fingers in the air, no guns, just yelling kapow.
Kaplooey.
Kaplooey, and pretending to shoot things.
No, coming over. He wants to check out the collection and interview me and see if I'd be good for the program as far as my personality, things like that. Yeah, pretty cool.
It's cool. There's a new show on Logo, apparently, about men of alternative lifestyles who enjoy guns. It's probably for an A&E special. Alcohol and drugs, lethal combination.
Intervention.
Did I say alcohol and guns?
Yes.
Okay.
How funny would it be if it's for intervention?
We are filming a documentary on guns.
Anthony doesn't know
Right.
that this is the intervention.
He's singing like Neil Diamond, walk in on sunshine.
I walk into the hotel and all you guys are sitting there,
Yeah.
high with papers in your hand, shaking. I'm like, oh,
Things we
no.
want to say to you.
They got me.
Oh, there's going to be a twist. Just like the fighter, the stupid fighter guy, Christian Bale, thought they were doing a documentary on his comeback, but they were actually doing a documentary on what a loser he was. Right,
Yeah.
Jimmy?
Yeah, crack for HBO.
And he had no idea. He thought they were doing this big documentary because he's going to make his comeback to boxing. What a fucking great movie, that fighter.
It was very good, yeah.
But I hate Wahlberg more and more when I think about this movie. They should have casted somebody else for that role.
What We would all have to say things to Anthony. We would all have to read them off paper.
Yeah, yeah.
Things we wanted to say.
It's like, you know.
How he affects our
Anthony,
life.
Yeah. I remember a time when you were sweet, kind, sensitive, and loving. But what has come of you since 5 years ago is... and they start crying.
Who would say that you remember when you were loving? Who would remember that?
I know, nobody.
That 10-minute period.
When you were 8 years old.
That's the way those intervention things always go. They always have to remind them that they were cool once.
I'm trying to guess the show. I'm thinking it might be Hoarders. Can you get
I'm not
upstairs in your house?
Oh my God!
Or is there so many guns in the way that you can't even get upstairs anymore?
No, it's not gun hoarding.
No, not gun hoarding.
I just have an extensive collection, and that drew interest. Actually, a person, a fan of this program, found out that they were actually looking for me, and got in touch with me, and then I got in touch with them, and we had a phone chat, and then a little meeting Saturday.
Is it a one and done, or is it like a...
No, it's a series.
Nice.
It's a series thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know what it's called. I shouldn't say it.
Really? Do you?
Yeah.
What?
Gaze, but it's with a Z and not an S.
Gays and guns.
Guns and gays.
Guns and gays, right?
Gangsters, guns, and gays. You're not a gangster, and you're not a gun.
Tee-hee. Let's go to Ronnie in Jersey. What's up, Ronnie?
Jersey.
What's up, boys?
Ronnie got punched in the fucking face by Sammy Sweetheart. How's your face doing, Ronnie? You good?
It's all right.
All right, what do you got?
Anthony, is the show that you want to be on the collective show on A&E on the History Channel?
Did he nail it?
No.
Did he nail it? He nailed it.
Or is it Top Shot?
No, he didn't. He didn't nail it.
Why can't we? I want to know the show.
Didn't nail that, but
It's the collector show where they're looking for people with eccentric collections.
He's not going to say, sir.
Really? Interesting.
Are you going to run this by management? Because you know how they don't like us to do anything else, but
you know how they love
this
us doing
horrible
things.
fucking 4-hour radio show.
You know how they love us to do
God forbid
anything else in our life.
We extend what we do into other areas.
No wonder I smashed my car. I can't. I'm not allowed to do anything else. Jeez, Louise.
Let me say hi to Patrick in Indiana. Patrick.
Hey, O&A, what's up?
Wait, can I? I'm going to go right back to you. I promise. Hold on. This guy nailed the show big time. Jason in Detroit. Go ahead, Jason.
Hey, Anthony, are you sure it's not to catch a predator?
Are they bringing back Catch a
No,
Predator?
It's not to catch a predator.
Is it a reimagination of Catch a Predator? They're bringing it back?
Yeah, you're terrible.
Very good, brother.
Catch a
That could be my
predator.
favorite call of the morning. Let's go to Patrick in Indiana. Patrick.
What's up, O&A?
Hey.
Anthony, let me, can I throw out, does Simon and Simon have anything to do with your show?
Simon and Simon?
Yeah, like maybe one of the guys from the old Simon and Simon show?
The old Simon and Simon show.
Practical, tactical?
I remember that.
All right, he's not going to say.
I'm not going to say anything, whether you're right or wrong or indifferent. I'm just not going to say it.
Oh, yeah, this is true. It might be a setup. You got to be careful. Brian in Delaware. Brian.
Hey, O&A. Good
Hey,
to
man.
see
Hey,
you,
man.
and little Jimmy. Hey, Anthony, I'd be afraid this is a setup, and he's got ulterior motives. They do this all the time with the IRS. They just say, hey, we got a show, and they come into your house, and they get you all excited, and you show them all the really good stuff, and then they bust you. They take you down. Be careful. I'm a big gun advocate, and hate to see you go down. I love you, man.
He registered all his guns, though.
Yeah, all my guns are legal, and
Are they really, Anthony?
yes, they are completely. I don't even put a hand grip on something that says I'm not allowed to.
Well,
Believe me.
Like your cock.
You're going to tell us on the air that they're all legal, and I believe you, wink, wink, that they are legal.
No wink,
So
wink
I'm just-
involved. Everything I own is legal.
Anthony has gats.
I've had police officers look at my collection. Everything is legal.
Well, they're on the payroll, though.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
God bless you, Anthony, for having all your wink, wink legal
Oh,
guns.
my God, this guy.
It's a weird morning.
Anthony, I'm looking out for you.
Don't worry, I don't need your help.
That's why Anthony had the car accident. He was shooting out the window like Pesci. what was that?
With the paper bag over my hand.
Wasn't he shooting a deer out of his GT 500? One time down Main Street. Was that a deer?
Actually, Broadway, and that would be, what movie was that?
I don't know.
It was, I Am Legend.
Let me say hi to
the beginning of I Am Legend.
George in Queens nailed it. He's got the show. George?
Hey, I think Anthony's going to be on the next episode of 16 and Pregnant.
Asshole.
Skins.
Very good. All right, he's not saying. He'll let us know when you got more info, right?
Oh, yeah. I'll let you know, like, after, this weekend. When I have a little chit-chat with the gentleman.
Better talk to the guys down the hall. They're not going to like this news.
Well, if it says Anthony Kumia from the Opie and Anthony show,
from
XM Satellite Radio, and then I get to, do what I do. It's good publicity. It's good publicity.
Oh, really? Like they care about that?
They care if I fucking take a day off after I smash my face against a window. I didn't hit my head, but I did have post-traumatic stress on my inner ear, my ear.
Oh, can we play that Behave thing? That Drew.
I love that.
A lot of people talk about the Drew.
Boogie.
I got it over here.
This thing rocks.
Yeah, Bowling for Behave will play into break. Drew Boogie came up with this. When we get back, Jesse Ventura very pissed off. He wants to sue everybody. And,
for what?
Huh?
Why does he want to sue
Well,
people?
wait till you find out, Jimmy. Wait till you find out.
The Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus. Sirius XM.
What a day, what a day, what a day. Very strange.
Ew.
I say strange because Ann had a car accident overnight. Feeling better, though? You just walked down the hall?
Yesterday afternoon, I smashed up my Mustang. I suck. But yeah, I was all woozy and shit, especially getting up this morning. Like when I went from laying down to standing up, I was like, wow. But just went to take a piss, so I went out, and it's feeling better already.
Are you going to get shit checked out or no?
I'm going to see how I feel after the show.
Yeah.
Because my equilibrium's coming back. If I move my head up and then down to the floor and shit like that, it gets a little, woozy. But side to side now is fine. So I think it's getting better. I think the crystals are going back in place. Much like Napoleon Dynamite.
What are you, fucking Superman's house?
I know. Yeah. The Fortress of Solitude ears.
Fucking Jal-El's going to put his cock in your cochlea.
I can only hope.
And if you're just tuning in, just listen to the first hour of the show because we discussed the whole thing.
Yeah, we went over it already.
Yeah,
I trashed my Mustang yesterday. So.
And fucking there was a male escort in the car, and it got very ugly.
It got so ugly with that. The tranny. The fucking, the cops were like, who is this? She didn't have ID.
Her wig got knocked off. She looked like the guy that hung himself in fucking Injustice for All. Mr. Cargo said, I get out on probation.
Something that did happen yesterday, right after the accident. Because I guess I hit the guardrail so hard that my hat did come off. My hat fell off. My hat. And I had severe hat head. And it was windy and cold. So as I stumble out of the vehicle, cars are coming by going, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And I got like Doc Brown hair.
Jesus.
And fucking, I was like, "Oh, where's my hat?" It flew off my head.
All going 30 miles an hour, huh?
Swear.
The hat falls off.
Yeah, Cosmo Kramer hair. I did.
You look like Frame 227.
It's been 2 hours. Can you at least admit you were going 40?
No, it was
Let's
30.
bring it up to 40.
It was 30.
30.
And the reason why I do 30 there is because that's the speed limit of the road. And right by, wait, let me tell you something.
You actually follow speed limit signs?
Because Nassau County sets up a speed trap right there where one of the highways gets off onto the service road. Right. There's that little triangle before the two lanes meet. Cop sits right there, and that curve that the rear end washed out on, that's the curve you come around. And they nail you. There's no stopping in time. So it's notorious. I got pulled over there once, and I told the guy, I go, I got to tell you, you have the most amazing speed trap spot I've ever seen in my life. And he started laughing. He goes, I know, we get everyone here. So I don't speed going around that corner.
You have such a nice relationship with cops.
I love the cops.
It's just amazing.
You know what it is? Let me tell you something. Cops are really, honestly, regular people.
Of course.
They have to do their job, and part of their job is intimidating people that they walk up to in the car because they have to take that position of not superiority, but the power position. It's part of their job. It's protecting them. It's keeping you in line. Shit like that. It's part of their job.
Right.
But if you treat them like a human fucking being, which is what they are, and I don't mean being a smartass or anything, but just respect their thoughts, huh? And talk to them like you would a normal person, you'll find they're very receptive. Some of them have chips on their shoulders.
What's that?
Yeah. Just like any other job. You got the guy in your office that's an asshole. You got the guy fucking anywhere that's going to be a douchebag. But and there are cops like that. But for the most part, if you treat them like fucking regular people, they're pretty cool.
I'm with Ryan. After all, he goes 80 miles an hour in his Escalade, but does the speed limit in his fucking
I'll tell you,
Mustang.
that Escalade can fucking do 80 like a champ. And it's on the Expressway and Parkway where I know where the speed traps are for the most part there.
I'm just fucking with you.
And the Escalade's
you
great.
go as fast as you want.
The Escalade is fucking amazing.
I hate when Anthony speeds. It just makes, believe me, do you know how much money I put into my principal just knowing that this is going to end badly?
No!
Dude, I literally am almost paid off my apartment. Every time, I'm like online banking.
I'm amazed. I am amazed it lasted this long, to be quite honest with you. Now the rest is just gravy from here to the end.
Well, I think I'm going to get
gravy.
Aston Martin.
Yeah, of course.
I'm looking
you
at
should.
the Aston Martin.
I drove one of those once.
Did you? What happened?
Yeah, I used to work for the dealership. They had me just going all over showing like people and celebrities and stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How'd you lose the job, or did you?
I quit because they wanted me at Lamborghinis.
So you've got a job at the Lamborghini place?
Yeah.
What'd you do there?
Just was selling them. Boom. Just got here, go. Boom. I sold so many.
How many would you sell, like, in a week?
5, 6, 7, 10.
In a week?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Was your commission good?
Like 50%.
50%?
Yeah.
Chip, you are the best.
Yeah.
Why aren't you still there?
I was just tired, I was doing some acting work. I did a movie with Bruce Williston.
Wait a minute. And you're an actor, plus actor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Doing some Morgan Freeman movies and stuff.
Morgan Freeman, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I did the sequel for Driving Miss Daisy. I was like his friend and stuff, and he was driving me.
And what was it like? Was there action? What was the culmination?
He was driving like we were cop buddies.
Oh, really? So it turned into like a cop buddy movie?
Yeah. It's all of a sudden we're buddies. Like, what are we doing over here?
I love talking to Chip. I love interviewing Chip.
He just falls. He really does come apart at the seams immediately.
He cannot hold a story together for a second.
It really is one awful lie after another. Poor Lyle. Just wants people to. Kenny calls him Lyle to annoy him on the road. Because it's like fucking 6 in the morning. We're getting on a plane. And he's just, just Chip quips the entire fucking.
Of course.
Lyle. And he's like, okay, Lyle. Kenny just gets annoyed.
Not my name.
Why Lyle?
It's his name.
Chip Lyle.
Oh, Chip Lyle.
No, Lyle Chipperson.
Lyle Chipperson.
Or Lyle Chipperson.
Chip off the old block or something.
So he goes with the Lyle. Gotcha.
The Jets championship gear, I see it's huge in Zambia.
Yeah.
They're wearing the conference champions Jets jerseys and hats in Zambia, Romania, Armenia, and Nicaragua.
That's the places that got the Jets gear. Huh?
Wow, congratulations to the New York Jets.
TMZ's got the picture if you want to see it for yourself. Conference champions, Jets. Then it says Super Bowl XLV.
Wow.
What's the XLV? That's something 5?
There's a 10, and then there's a...
That's a 10,
and then you add like a
35?
50.
No, that's multiplying
45?
LV by something.
5.
Something times Las Vegas. A times Las Vegas equals broke.
It's 45.
45, right.
Because it's 55, and then the 10 you subtract.
Yeah, but why?
Because it's in front.
Why can't they just write a 4 and a 5?
Roman numerals are so funny that we still use them. I don't understand.
They only use it for the Super Bowl. That's the only place you see them.
No, I've seen them.
The third, like if you're like...
the third?
Yeah, like, Jerry Bentley the third.
I've seen Roman numerals other places than Super Bowl, though. Yeah.
Fuck Zambia.
Gas prices in Rome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be hard. Ooh, look at that. I'm not paying X for that. Gas price is supposed to be approaching $5 for the summer.
What?
Says representatives from Shell Oil.
Yeah,
because we are paying the price for India and China becoming, powerhouses and needing more fuel. So then the demand is there. The supply is the same. Even though we're cutting down, we have to pay more because of them.
Unbelievable.
What kind of bullshit is that?
The rest of the world pays way more for gas than us, right?
I think they used to. I'm not sure still. I know, yeah, because growing up, I always heard in England they pay $10 for a fucking quart.
How'd you know Rich Voss growing up?
It's like it's England, though. How far are you driving? Stupid country's only as big as, like, what, Vermont? No idea.
Yeah, let's go with it. Jesse Ventura has lost his mind and wants to sue everybody.
Oh, I think he needs a little attention.
Yeah.
Show gets off the air, and he needs a little more attention.
Well, here's the story.
Meanwhile, Jesse Ventura not happy about airport security. The former governor is suing the TSA and Homeland Security, claiming he's being singled out for extra screening.
Given Ventura's track record, the lawsuit not surprising. But what is unfortunate, maybe a little insensitive here, is the timing. On the same day dozens are killed in that Moscow airport, Ventura is now claiming his civil rights are being violated.
His civil rights are being violated. Boy, I bet a bunch of people at the Moscow airport wish their civil rights would have been violated before that bomb went off. Holy shit. He's just an idiot.
He's a self-centered asshole.
I'm suing.
He describes the lawsuit. Well, not Jesse, but the newsreader does.
In 2008, the former pro wrestler underwent a hip replacement in which doctors installed a titanium implant. Needless to say, it is now...
It could blow up at any time. It's programmed by the government. If I say something, I'm a dead man.
Yeah? Are you?
I'm a former governor, a fighter, a Navy SEAL, or a frogman. I'm not even sure which.
Say it is now impossible to make it through a metal detector without setting off alarms. But the former mayor, governor, and Navy SEAL insists he is not a security threat and feels his resume should allow him to pass through security as a, quote, trusted traveler. In a complaint filed in federal
Can you
court...
pause that right there? It's funny for somebody wants special treatment. Somebody doesn't like the fact that he's not getting special. For someone who wants every citizen to be treated the same...
Yeah.
Every metal, look, when metal goes off, it sets with a metal detector, you have to be searched. Why should you be better than any other citizen?
Yeah.
What an arrogant motherfucker.
He always has been.
For someone who really thinks he's a man of the people, somebody wants to be treated better and differently than other people. And then what are you going to say, that metal detectors, no one should be searched when metal detectors go off? Fuck your resume.
Yeah.
And we talked to Jesse a bunch of times. He's a bit kooky. I want him checked.
He's crazy.
He's a bit kooky.
Yeah.
I definitely want someone like him checked at the airport.
Yes.
I don't want to trust Jesse Ventura with anything.
Yeah, people are saying they get
In a complaint...
They
have metal. People that have metal in their bodies, whether it's screws or plates or whatever, they get checked. That's how it works. It's metal. What are you going to do? Take the guy's word for it? Oh, I got a fucking hip thing. Oh, okay.
Trusted traveler. In a complaint filed in federal court, Ventura says absent reasonable grounds for suspicion, pat-downs and body scans violate his basic rights to dignity and privacy, as well as his right to be free from unreasonable search and seizures. As for the full body scans, the host of cable TV's Conspiracy Theory is right in character, expressing concerns about the radiation from the scans, calling them an electronically recorded strip search. The suit goes so far as to claim that the touching, gripping, and rubbing of his privates amounts to unlawful sexual assault under Minnesota law.
It made me come. I was very embarrassed.
Made cumsies.
Very embarrassed. Oh,
that's probably what this is about. He probably got a little bit of a feeling.
I might get a hard-on.
I got a feeling.
Yeah.
I'm stealing that. That's
Jesse,
funny,
it made me come. Stupid Jesse. Just go through the fucking thing.
Can we just fucking go through? We've been lucky that nothing's happened since 9/11 as far as air travel goes and terrorism. Can we just keep that on track? Go through. If you hit beeps, fucking take the search.
No, he should be treated better than the rest of us.
Yeah.
He's better. He's famous.
Special treatment.
So you're going to stand there and search a governor?
Yeah.
A Navy
They
SEAL.
are. How about a Navy SEAL?
Yeah, they're going to search that too.
A fighter.
Don't say fighter. You were a professional wrestler. That's not a fighter. You wore a boa, faggot.
All right. I'm not a faggot. Thank you for your service. Thanks for your service.
Pat on the back.
Yeah, you're welcome. Now pull your underpants off, stupid. You got a plane to catch. Let's see that fucking dingy hip.
My dick's hanging out.
Exactly. You have to wear one of those fucking things, one of those things that the trannies wear to tuck it back. Wear a gat.
Oh,
I thought you know the name of these things.
Anthony from Mount Sinai. Listen to this. Go ahead, Anthony.
Good morning, guys. Obviously, he must
There you
suffer from small cocks. That's his problem.
You think he might have a small cock?
It just looks small because I'm a big guy. Lots of muscles.
He's a grower, not a shower.
Could you please step into the scanning machine? A scan will be taken.
Who gets to see this?
Well, it's just the TSA person.
Is it a man with a big dick?
He's a fucking scanner cuck.
Here's the TSA agent as they look at Jesse's package.
Oh.
Did you see that jerk?
Stop laughing. I was a SEAL. I made it to the gate and then turned around.
He never did anything on that stupid conspiracy show.
All I have to do is step over this line, and you're telling me they'll open fire on me?
No, they won't.
We're going home.
A lot of people say he's full of shit because the titanium is either in his neck or his head.
Yeah?
Or is he saying in a hip?
He said it's a hip hip thing.
JT, how do you know his titanium is in his neck?
I don't know that it's in his neck. I've got titanium plate and screws in my neck. And they're non-metallic. Titanium's non-metallic, so I never set up a metal detector. He's full of crap.
Well, he says he does.
Well, he's wrong.
He might have the old school cast iron one. Imagine having a cast iron hip. That'd suck.
He's Jesse.
Yeah, everything with him has got to be drama. Yeah, his show got canceled. He got used to being in the public eye, doing all the interviews, and now he's back burner guy, and he wants to get himself back in the news. Well, good luck to you there, Jesse.
Absolutely. Speaking
Jesse
of
the body and Jesse the mind.
Speaking of 9/11, you don't watch Celebrity Rehab, but at the end of the season finale, they went down to Ground Zero. It's a long story.
For what?
But they set up cameras. I'm trying to think. I think 5 weeks after it happened, and they've been taking pictures every 5 minutes for the last almost 10 years. And they're
Holy shit!
And they're making a huge movie when the whole thing is completed.
Of what?
The rebirth of Ground Zero. They've been taking pictures. They showed the cameras that are on top of these buildings. They're in these big, huge metal boxes. And they've just been taking pictures every 5 minutes.
5 minutes for 10 years.
And at the end of Celebrity Rehab, it was a side story. I don't need to really. But anyway, they showed kind of a preview.
Yeah?
Holy shit.
Wow. What do they got? A union guy sitting on his shovel for fucking 8,000 frames?
Yeah, probably the first 7 years they don't have much fucking pictures to go to. I don't know if you can find it online, Danny. I'm just bringing it up. Maybe find it for later. But you know when you see those videos of like blizzards, and people just take the picture and you see the
snow piling up.
They kind of show what's that type of thing with all the buildings going up.
Show what it is.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
And I guess these guys eventually going to make a movie. And I forgot how many hours they had. It was just some ridiculous number, like 900 hours.
But unless you play it all at once, you can't cut it. So how do you make a movie about that? Do you wait until the end and then go, well, here it is?
Well, it's going to be obviously a big voiceover. Big voiceover will accompany all the photographs. But they'll show. Oh, is this it possibly?
Sawzall.
It's definitely worth checking out.
I'm the director photography on Project Rebirth.
Yeah,
I don't
Rebirth.
know of another time-lapse documentary film that's been done to this extent. I think this film is different because of its scope. I don't think everyone else has done a time-lapse film of this size. 14 35mm motion picture cameras shooting 24 hours a day for 7 years, ultimately for 15 years. I don't think anybody else has ever created a visual document this big about a single event. And I think that makes Project Rebirth really unique. Right now we have 13 cameras rolling 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we've been doing that for 6.5 years so far. We didn't want to pick a format and then have the Betamax of documentary films. A 35mm film is really the highest quality image capture that you can do right now for motion picture. You can probably argue that with the technology today, but 6 years ago that technology didn't exist. So we took the camera, we put a new motor on it and a new lens, and that was our system. It's a company called the Mitchell Camera Corporation, and they made cameras in the 50s and the 60s.
Wow. That camera's old.
The challenge photographically was to sort of keep these cameras running for this long. That is certainly becoming a challenge as time goes on. Things are failing, or things just are wearing out. All the elements are taking full effect, so it's becoming a challenge to just sort of keep the older cameras running, and we keep adding newer cameras, so it's sort of a snowball. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Dedication, huh?
Yeah, no shit.
No one's going to see this
the
for
boxes
another
are very,
7 years.
Very simple. They're high-density MDR board we use for the exterior, and then they've got, this industrial insulation in them. They're built weather-tight and solid as a rock, and we put these batteries in the bottom to make them bottom-heavy.
Yeah, because they can't really shake around or anything.
The side of these buildings on the roof, they have these ventilation systems that we got from an ATM, freestanding ATM company. And in the winter, they have a heater that kicks in. And then in the summer, if it gets too humid and the glass starts to condense, the little dehumidifier comes on.
Oh, wow.
So we've been able to sort of maintain a pretty consistent environment inside the box. On our cameras, it's always a 5.6, and when the sun's out, it goes to a 15th of a second exposure, and when it's dark, it goes to a 30-second exposure. And that light meter it sort of seamlessly changes.
Boy, this is thought out.
You don't really see like the stuttering exposure. The camera, is powered by a power supply. If you lose that, the camera will switch over to the batteries and then run for 12 hours, maybe 18 hours before they die. The ones that are inside the site are powered by solar panels that we put on the roof. And basically, the wires come into the box and they run into this little controller.
How did you get the rights to do this?
I know, right? He's got access to a lot of places.
And when the sun's not out, it just, the batteries run the camera.
What a disgrace that nothing's been done.
Magazines, so there's 400 feet of film in each magazine.
It actually has.
Yeah, there's a lot that has been done.
Yeah.
Not as much as it should have been done.
No, it should have been done earlier.
Time-lapse photography, we can use that 400 feet for about 22 days. So we do one frame every 5 minutes instead of one frame every 24th of a second.
That is really fucking amazing.
I thought you would like that.
Yeah.
Could you give me that link, Danny? I want to tweet that so people can check it out. It's called Project Rebirth.
Project Rebirth.
What dedication, though? I mean, that's a project that these guys took on, and no one's going to see the final product for another 7-8 years. It's a 15-year product.
It's 15 years?
They started this when we got back to satellite radio.
How do you
and they have
plan
nothing
a
to show
project
for it yet.
For 15 years.
They've been at it 6.5 years, they said. So that's about the time we went back to radio. And they finally got like a little preview video out there that people are checking out. Finally.
It's all false, by the way.
It's actually just one guy there with a camera running around all day and all night. He's very tired. I've been taking photographs with a Polaroid. Holy mackerel, am I tired. I sleep for exactly 37 seconds a day. That's all I hear in my sleep is disrupted, Gregory.
Is that how the Polaroid
Yes, it
sounds?
is. My arm is very muscular from waving it, making the picture come out. And I take it out and I wave it and I run. Someone's like, Theodore, your picture's getting wet. I have to go back and redo it. I got this easy.
Who's got to sit through all those hours of pictures to make it look like a movie?
Yes, I do. I couldn't get the copyright for that little store. So I have to go through and X them all out with a magical marker, Gregory.
Magical marker.
Yes, I've been doing that, too. I see for 37 seconds a day. Did I say that already? Weekends, I don't even take off. For Sundays, I sleep from 11 to 11:09. It's the Lord's Day.
The Lord's Day.
I can't even talk without hearing that.
What a fucking project, huh? Project Rebirth. Fuck. God damn, man. That's somebody that's dedicated to what they do.
Oh God.
And you're right, Jimmy. How the fuck do you get the rights to do that?
To get that at that, but then again,
you had to get permission from the city. Basically, we were going to put these
Port Authority.
Port Authority. You got
there's probably so many people you got to get permission
we're going to put
for.
up these huge metal boxes with their own environment on top of buildings.
Yeah.
We're going to take pictures of a secure area every 5 minutes for the next 15 years or whatever. Holy shit.
If you don't think they're involved with the government, well, you believe. I like when he laughs at you. You believe what you...
You think they captured some good shit going on down there?
Some
sex that will never be part of the movie.
Yeah. Sexy time.
Probably a couple of things.
Things.
Thieves. Some thievery.
I'm
some
very
mugging.
upset I had one of my photographs back in 2007 ruined by a darn pigeon, Gregory. It ran right in front of my camera. I was so angry. But I got him back. I told him to catch a flight, and Sully took care of him. Snap, wave, run.
Sure do get around. That film goes fast.
Yes.
You run a lot.
Yes, I do. I've spent $8,212,000 on film so far. I store them all in a garbage bag. I have to organize them, though. I haven't organized them.
You just throw them all
Yes,
in there?
I do, Anthony. I put them in a big box. I figure I'll sort through them by eyes, by visual recognition.
You got to figure out like when the first one was taken.
Yes,
the
I
second
do.
one-
It's going to be. I should have organized them as I was going along, but I was too busy. I was eating salsa chips with that.
Is the bag in a dry environment there?
I think so, yes. I have
hope
it in
so.
storage.
Yeah.
Your self-storage in Baltimore.
Oh, great. That's
It's Baltimore.
Yes. I hope the FBI doesn't go in there. Get it?
How many total pictures have you taken?
A whole big bunch. Somewhere between 5 and 2,800,000.
You're not really sure.
I'm not exactly sure. I haven't had time to count.
Don't you think it's going to take a long time to even find the first picture you took?
That's what people have been saying. But I figure I'll just look up on it. But then there's the second and the third and infinitum.
Wow, that would be hard to kind of lay out.
I tried doing that an hour after I started. I couldn't do it. I was looking for the same hard hat. I'm like, this guy's not around anymore. Oh, fudgesicles. That's what I say when I curse. Because I used to say cunt sniffers. And my mother would slap me in the face with her big nipple titty. She was fired from Bamberger's for stealing socks in her vaginal canal.
Bamberger's?
Yes, I got yes, in Schenectady.
Ah, shit.
That's hilarious.
God damn, Mr. Norton.
That's that darn sound. It's in my head. It's a whole bunch.
Yeah.
I hear it all the time. I go to get on an elevator, and I hear, I'm like, who's slapping my photograph? They said, nobody, you idiot. That's the elevator noise. I said, I have to get back to work, and I leave without taking the elevator.
Kevin from Connecticut just described your life, sir, for the past 7 years. Snap, wave, run, magical marker.
That's exactly what it is.
Snap, wave, run, magical marker.
I should have been putting the date and time and stuff, but I was so busy I was just writing photograph taken by Theodore Jeckler. I hand wrote that on every one so no one could steal it.
And then scribbling out the store that didn't give their permission.
Yes, I was.
One stupid store,
One
huh?
store.
No, there's actually 7. All of my photographs have a bunch of dots on them.
That would so ruin their project.
Your project sucks.
Really.
My project is very good, Anthony. I hold the camera right under my hat brim so the sun doesn't get into it.
Oh, great question. Is there an emporium you're using for this?
Yes, I'm going to. 10's photograph sorting emporium. You give us pictures, we'll someone organize them.
Someone?
Yes.
You can't say someone.
Well, you have to be honest. I've been sued a bunch of times. I guaranteed penis enlargement. That's a pack of lies.
It's a horrible business model.
Yes. It turns out it didn't help penis enlargement, but it made cancerous tumors grow very quickly. I knew something was growing, but I thought it was penises. It was tumors on the lungs and throat.
Tumors? Oh, goddamn.
Imagine after 15 years, this movie gets horrible reviews.
I know.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the buildings were awful.
Now they slap a movie together in like 4 weeks. This guy spent 15 years and no one goes
It
to see
really
this.
looks like you only spent 10 years on it.
How the fuck do you dedicate yourself for 15 years for one fucking shot?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is nuts.
That'd be crazy.
Obviously,
shit.
it's a no-brainer. It'll do unbelievable.
I don't know. I mean,
9/11 movies are weird. Like, people kind of don't want to see them.
I don't know,
what do
but
you see about
to
it?
see like buildings going up like that in
Yeah.
fast motion with pictures that are taken every 5 minutes, that shit's kind of cool. When
Oh,
they
that's
do
the
that.
difference. I'm going to show them at actual speed. I don't like to doctor anything, Gregory.
So someone will have to sit in the movie for how long?
I don't know, but I'm going to just hold each photo in front of the camera and then place it aside and then put the next one and then place it aside and then put the next one. How'd you think I was going to do this?
How many tickets do you think you're going to sell for your big movie?
I'm hoping a lot. I'm pre-selling them for $37,000 for the first 3 rows. My fingernails are going to be in them.
Oh my god!
Shit. You know, speaking of motion pictures,
What?
Aren't the Oscar nominations out at 8:30?
Right now.
Why don't we get a few, and why don't we just kind of talk about the Oscars a
Let
little?
me guess. Best actor.
Christian Bale. Well, no,
No,
he's not
supporting.
best actor.
He's
That's so
supporting.
fucked up, man. I think that's a Christian Bale movie.
Who's going to get nominated? I didn't see. I watched part of True
Colin
Grit.
Firth will be nominated.
I think
Colin
he'll
Firth.
be nominated.
Colin Firth.
Bridges will be nominated for True Grit.
Yeah, definitely.
Paul Giamatti's going to be nominated.
I didn't see that.
But he's going to be nominated, even though it's the movie no one saw, but he will be nominated.
How about the guy?
We got it already? Why don't we take a break, though? Because I got to fucking make.
How about the guy who played Zuckerberg? I'm gonna guess these. I won't look at them. I won't cheat.
I thought the guy that played Zuckerberg in The Social Network was unbelievable.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. He really was good, dude. I didn't know that was Justin Timberlake. I'm not a fan of him. I don't know.
Really?
He was tremendous, man.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
He's a fan of
Gained
mine.
weight?
He's actually emailed me. I've never met him. I lied.
No, of course you did.
Yeah.
That's why no one answered you.
No, but Opie looked at me kind of hopefully. But I had to lie because he looked so eager. I felt sad.
They're about to do the nomination. So why don't we take a break?
Yes.
They got the worst Oscar host this year, right?
James Franco.
Anne Hathaway and
Ah.
Joe Frank.
James
Franco.
Oh,
sorry.
dude, it's Snoo and Z.
You want to play it safe, obviously. Let's play it safe. Hey, did you see the Ricky Gervais fucking show that Stephen Merchant promoted?
Nah,
On the Science Channel?
I got to tweet it.
That
tweet it. I got to fucking DVR it. Tweet
That
it.
fucking thing was hilarious.
Yeah. He's a funny little
Carl?
round-headed man.
Carl is fucked up.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Carol.
What channel's it on?
Science Channel. I don't know why the Science Channel. I guess it doesn't matter what channel you're on right
It
now.
doesn't matter anymore.
If you're popular enough, people will find it.
Yeah,
Mike Rowe was a
State Age.
star, dude, from fucking whatever channel he was on, right? Discovery, man.
Discovery.
He's a star for those fucking car commercials.
Oh, my God.
How much
Dude,
money do you think he's making?
He's got to be pulling an extra fucking 30, 40 G's a year on that.
Perhaps right.
Mike Rowe's up for Regis's job.
Is he really?
I love Mike Rowe. I hope
I
he
could
gets
see
it.
him doing that.
Who are the radio guys they're having in? They have a week of radio people.
I am.
For Kelly, anybody?
We weren't asked.
Of course not. Would you if you were them?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, we'll do Oscar nominations and some other shit next.
Yes, let's do
Fucking
that.
Tiffany was on our goddamn show. Then she goes on Bravo and then and says something about one of the new kids on the block.
Spilt the beans.
One of the new kids on the block guys.
Well, she was going out with one, right?
Jordan Knight.
Well,
yeah.
what the fuck? Why didn't she say it on our
Jonathan
show?
Knight.
If we would have axed her, maybe she would have.
She actually slipped, I think. She didn't mean to say that.
She slipped. We'll tell you what she said next too.
Opie and Anthony. This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM.
Oh, we got some rock and roll. Hey, Brian Regan, I guess, has a really good bit on, teams shit going somewhere else and how that confuses countries.
Yeah.
Like right now, Zambia thinks the Jets are the AFC fucking champions.
Yeah.
Why
They're
wouldn't they?
not.
Why would they think differently? They got the T-shirts.
They don't tell them, look, we're giving you these shitty shirts that are irrelevant.
Yeah, because if they say we're going to give you shitty shirts, even though you live in a shitty country, you wouldn't wear the shitty shirt.
Yeah, you probably would. You probably eat them. I bet they eat them because they're starving.
If E-Rock could find that bit, maybe we
Speaking
play it
of
into
eating.
break. Because TMZ posted the picture of all the Jets stuff going to Zambia. 59 people watched the Jets lose to the Steelers, by the way. 59 people.
59 people?
Yep.
Where was that? Where'd you read
that? That was everybody.
Just 59 people?
59 people on TV, yeah. 59 people watched the game, and then, of course, you had a few thousand at the game watching, too. So.
Yeah. It's not a lot of people.
Not a lot of people, no.
I thought there were more.
What a shitty joke that was.
It has to be a joke, though.
Huh?
It has to be a joke before it can be a shitty one.
I know. Well, because you see this shit, it's like 59 million people watched. Like, who cares?
Yeah. Was it high rated? Like, did it rank pretty high?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't really care.
It's
but,
a big football game. Of course it ranked high, right?
Yeah. All Jets. So, of course, all New York's watching.
Do you care who wins the Super Bowl?
No, I don't care. But I think the Steelers will win. But I don't care who wins.
I got to go Packers.
It's going to be one of those where I'll probably have a Super Bowl party, but not pay attention to the Super Bowl, you know?
Yeah.
One of those where it's on all the TVs, but who really gives a shit?
Well, make sure you watch the commercials. They're terrific every year.
Oh, I love to talk about the commercials.
I can't wait. Enough already. That ended years ago.
I know.
Although they hype it every year still.
It was a thing that just kind of went away with history.
Mm-hmm. It hasn't gone away, though, because then they have to do a big thing about it on TV and on the Internet.
Well, because TV is so far behind the times, and newspaper, the Internet's whatever it is, everything's on there. So it'll be on there, but they won't be hooping and whooping it up about these commercials. Like the news will make it like it's fucking 20 years ago.
Oh, sure.
It'll be like, oh, the commercial.
You think Budweiser will have a good commercial this year during the Super Bowl?
Well, they should just.
I sure hope so.
Should just put a camera in my house.
You think we'll see one of those horsies?
You think we'll see a Clydesdale?
A Clydesdale?
Love the Clydesdale.
You're talking to one.
Hey, is Ted still around? Because somebody wants to know if he's going to be narrating the Rebirth movie.
I've heard that he was.
I know he's taking the pictures.
Yes.
And he hasn't slept in 7 years, but will he be narrating the movie when it comes out?
I think so, but I think that Ted tends to go off-roading a little bit.
Yeah.
So it may be hard to get him focused on the...
I can only imagine.
I can only speak for myself. Thank you very kindly. Please let me narrating it.
Ted, a lot of people want to know if you're going to be narrating.
Yeah, of course I will be. And this is how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
This is photograph number 1, taken on August 17th, 2003. It was sunny, and this is 10:51:07. This is 10:51:12. Taken on the very same day, still sunny, temperatures dropping a little bit, clouds in the sky. There's Bill Tetley. Oh no, we're already 45 seconds behind. Have to hurry this along.
And then picture number 3 and picture that'll take a long time.
Yes. They're saying $1 billion, but James Cameroon wants to put it in 3D.
Cameroon.
He says he'll put it in 3 dimensions, Gregory. We got a moneymaker on our hands.
But Ted, you don't have to show every picture.
Yes, you do.
Why?
Because I'm not going to have conspiracy buffs telling me that I'm hiding facts.
That's true.
That's
true.
a good point.
And then at the end of the movie, we're going to go backwards so it looks like the tragedy happened all over again. Just to remind everybody.
That is.
Never forget.
Never forget.
Never
right.
forget. I can never forget the sound of that Polaroid. A click, click, clicking away.
Did you use the same Polaroid?
Yes, I did. I had to buy a couple of new ones, too. Digital, I didn't like digital because I was pointing the camera for the wrong way. 17 months of footage was ruined. I have photos of my eye.
Years of pictures of your
17 months! Photos of my eye. I'm going to try to put that in as an aside. How 9/11 affected me. My tears are dried up. I'm going to make that probably a 6-month piece of the film.
Holy shit. Exhausting.
I'm so there.
You find the Brian Regan there? Okay.
Brian.
Because I think there's a joke in there where you think like countries think that McCain's president because they got the President McCain T-shirts and all that. I think that's one of the lines in that bit.
Yeah.
I wonder what they think because they're wearing our shitty loser stuff.
I don't think they would know. Like, if you got some fucking dumb soccer shirt from somewhere that said champion and put it on, would you even know or
No,
care?
I wouldn't
It's just,
know.
oh, this is a shirt. It's kind of cool. Fuck it.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Let's say hi to Trucker Dan. Trucker Dan.
Regarding Opie's selection of my Green Bay Packers, I only have one word to say. No!
Yeah, I'm sorry to do that to you. But you know what? I think, how cool would it be the Packers win a fucking Super Bowl without the Brett Favre? Without the Brett Favre. That is such a great story, man.
We're going to win, but Opie, come on, man. You're killing me. You got to pick the Steelers.
I'm picking the Packers because I really feel they're kind of like the underdog, but then everyone's telling me they're not the underdog. So now now I guess I'm supposed to pick the Steelers, but I'm going to go with my original pick, and I say Packers, and that Rodgers will get the job done.
Pick the Sweet Polly Purebred song.
It's pretty glad you what you said, but that's a funny reference.
Thank you, sir.
The bread's pure. What are you going to eat on it?
Oscar nominations. Here we go.
Yes,
boys.
Oscar nominations. So exciting. We all saw the Golden Globes, which is sort of a preview, if you will, of what the Oscars will be holding. And now nominations coming out. I saw that fat Monique. Monique was telling us what the goddamn
Why is she doing that?
I don't know.
Why did they get her?
Because she was imprecious, and all of a sudden
that's a long
she's
time
an
ago
actress. Now. I know, but she can milk that for a while, and you can milk her. Get it? Because she's a cow.
We start with the supporting actress. Hot
Best
off the presses.
Supporting actress.
Let's see how many of these fucking movies we've seen. Okay. I'm trying to see a lot of these.
I'm trying to guess before supporting actress. Nobody in. I bet you the little girl from True Grit.
Yes, she
was
very good.
I'm going to guess her. I don't think anybody from Social Network. Nobody from The King's Speech for supporting actress.
There's going to be somebody from that Kids are All Right or whatever.
Oh, how about what's her name from that Black Swan movie?
Black Swan. That would be best actress.
No, but what about supporting actress?
I didn't see the Black Swan.
I didn't either.
I hear the Black Swan
the other
is
chick?
worth watching.
Natalie Portman is there. Yeah, Mila Kunis.
Oh, Mila.
What about Mila Kunis, best supporting actress?
Is she Meg on The Family Guy?
Yes. Yeah.
Meg on The Family Guy might be up for an Oscar.
Anybody from The Fighter?
Not the original, no.
Anybody not the original?
Different Megan.
First season was not Mila Kunis.
I did not know that.
Yeah, first season was a totally different chick who left because she felt that the content was a little too risky.
And what is that stupid broad doing?
What was her name?
Not pulling in $1 million checks.
What was this dumb bitch's name?
I can find it for you real quick.
And when Mila, whatever her name, came in, does
Mila
she sound
Kunis.
Does she sound like the original?
No.
Not
You
at
can
all.
tell. It doesn't note it.
She doesn't even try to put a voice on.
Yeah,
it's just her voice.
Yeah, I know. But she has like a cartoony voice.
Yeah, she
Some
does.
people just have the cartoony voice.
Yeah.
Fuck, I didn't know that, Dan.
Yeah.
Who was the original?
I'm trying to find it.
I would love to know what she's doing since she decides she can't do the voice. Sorry, we're off on it. All right, what other for best supporting
Would you
actress?
think anybody from The Fighter? The mother?
Oh, Fighter.
The mother maybe from The Fighter? Well, that would be best actress, though.
What
She
about
wasn't
one of the
supporting.
ugly sisters?
Nah, they didn't have big enough roles.
You guys see this
Lacey Chambert did it?
You know her?
Yeah, that's the chick from Party of Five, the young girl.
Oh, no kidding. What has she done since walking away from millions of dollars?
She does like chick movies. She's probably made a lot of money. She's done all right for herself.
She's done all right, you think?
Yeah, she's done
Yeah,
all right.
everyone's saying-
I didn't know it was some younger chick. I thought it was just some older woman.
Yeah.
Everyone is coming up with a name. Okay.
All right, let's see who the supporting actress nominees
Yeah,
are.
let's
I
do
don't
it.
know enough
All right,
of
here we
these.
go. We're going to find out right now.
Hate being gay.
Where the fuck did that come from?
Where come from?
The 2010 nominees for Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role are Amy Adams in The Fighter.
Oh, we forgot about Amy Adams in The Fighter, of course.
I didn't forget her. You mean the one who was the girlfriend?
Yeah, she was pretty good.
I thought
she's not going to win it, though.
I remembered her, but I even said no to myself. I didn't think she would
She's
be
not going to
nominated.
win. It's nice she got nominated. There's no way she's going to win.
What about that fucking X-Men chick in
I
Inception?
don't know!
What about X-Men chick in Inception?
I didn't think she did much. She didn't do anything.
She didn't do anything.
No, I mean, Amy Adams was good. It was a nice performance, but not Oscar worthy.
Ellen Page.
You see the ass on Amy Adams? You see that ass when she was bending down
Oh,
behind
yeah,
the
yeah.
bar?
No.
When they introduced
Holy
her character,
shit.
it was pretty
The
nice.
fuck is that?
That's
Show me the one with
What?
the fucking right there. No, the other one. That one.
Yeah.
That's the chick from Party of Five.
And that's the one that was Meg.
And
Is that her
she
really
was upset
topless?
about the content? She's naked in half of these pictures.
Is that her topless?
I think it's photoshopped.
there's a lot of fakery.
A lot of photoshoppage.
You see the fake Selena Gomez
Photoshop.
topless shot?
No.
And she's suing for millions? It's the worst Photoshop job ever. and she's suing for millions. And E-Rock made all the tabloids. Because he took a picture with Selena Gomez and she had a see-through shirt on, and somebody picked up on that.
Really?
And popped it everywhere. And they didn't want E-Rock in the photo. It's actually, I can't believe we haven't brought this up yet. So E-Rock has only one eye in the photo.
Oh, really?
Because they really were trying to crop as best they could and get old Fatso out of the picture.
Get a little Fatso.
If you can find that, too. I know we're all over the place, but... All right, here's more supporting actress stuff.
Fighter. Helen Bonham Carter in The King's Speech.
Helen Bonham Carter.
Who's this
She
fucking
played.
guy?
I don't
Huh?
know, but who? Yeah, I'm sure she played Queen Elizabeth.
I know who that is.
The
but
guy who's announcing
Who's
this
the guy
stuff.
announcing? He's horrible at this.
They're just naming women. Neither one of these put on Oscar-worthy performances.
Wait, this was The King's Speech? You saw that movie, Jimmy?
I
Was
did.
she good?
And Colin Firth should be nominated. I do not think Jeffrey Rush should be for supporting actor. He gave a nice performance. And the woman who played Queen Elizabeth was okay. Nah, she was good, but I don't know if it was Oscar-worthy.
Was it a dame?
No.
She's not a dame, then she can't win the Oscar.
Yeah, dame.
Only dames win Oscars.
Yeah, dame, say. Yeah.
Michelle Williams probably will get nominated.
All right, let's keep going here.
Bonham Carter in The King's Speech. Melissa Leo in The Fighter.
That's the
Haley Steinfeld in True Grit. And Jackie Weaver in The Animal Kingdom. Monique?
Well, I fucking was wrong.
Wait, is that Monique, the actress, doing it? Oh, because she won.
Monique.
I think that from what I've seen so far, that fucking girl in True Grit is... I haven't
Yeah,
seen the whole
she was
movie.
big.
She's
She was big.
amazing.
She was really good.
Let's give her the win right now.
I would hope
I'm
so,
giving her
yeah.
the win.
We'll give her the win.
Give her the win.
We got to agree on this shit.
Coming in for the big
Between
win.
us, we've seen most of these movies, so let's do this together.
Yeah.
Does she win it there, Roland? You know, you've seen just about every movie ever
Probably
fucking
not,
made.
though, because
Why?
Because she's too young. Because they give
Oh,
TJ
God,
Foster.
tell that to fucking some of the youngsters that
Tatum
want
Tatum O'Neal.
Tatum O'Neal.
And Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster.
Yeah, but there's no one else that had a standout performance.
Becky
really.
Jurgensen?
Good performances, but not standout performances. Roland, who wins it then if the little girl from True Grit doesn't
I think
win?
they'll probably give it to Helen Bonham Carter.
Why? She's not worthy of an Oscar.
She played
It's a
Queen.
payback.
She makes those dummy fucking movies. She was in Planet
But
of the
they always
Apes.
do like the payback Oscars.
Yes, they do. Roland is correct.
She plays some fucking good parts.
Politics
Good roles.
man.
Yeah, but that little girl was fucking unbelievable in True
Yeah,
Grit.
she was very
She
good.
was amazing.
Oh, the guy with Monique is the president of the Academy? Well, he
What
sucks
about
at
Anna
this.
Paquin for the piano?
She's 35 years old now.
She was 11 and she won an Oscar for the piano.
What's the next?
Supporting actor. So you got the Christian Bale will win this hands
Christian
fucking down.
Bale. I
I don't
guarantee
even need
that-
to hear the other names.
They're going to
Best
nominate
actor?
Jeffrey Rush because they love Jeffrey
they'll
Rush.
give it to fucking...
Hey, assholes, we're talking movies. Call up
True
the show.
Grit.
They're going to nominate Jeffrey Rush.
Yeah.
Didn't he win his Oscar last year, the True Grit guy?
That's best actor anyway, Jeff Bridges, not best
Oh, right,
supporting.
right.
Best supporting, what else?
Supporting, I don't know.
Hold on.
It begins and ends with Christian Bale. Why are we even
How-
discussing this? Someone write down our
Maybe
choices.
Matt
'cause-
Damon for the True Grit.
No, he's...
That was
he
Matt
wasn't.
Damon?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was him. He's playing the guy who spanks her.
Yeah.
I only saw half of it, but wow, okay. I didn't know that was him. Hollywood loves him.
We're going to nail these. I'm telling you. So far, we got the little girl from True Grit. Let's see who was nominated supporting actor.
Thank you. For Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role, the nominees are Christian Bale in The Fighter,
Of course.
John Hawkes in Winter's Bone, Jeremy Renner in The Town, Mark Ruffalo in The Kids Are All Right, and Jeffrey Rush in The King.
Snubbed.
Mark Ruffalo probably will win.
I mean, I don't care.
Why?
Mark
I
Ruffalo.
saw that movie.
Get the fuck out of here. That
He
movie
played-
sucks in
but
ass.
the
and I
thing
didn't
is,
even
he
see it.
plays the Oscar politics perfectly.
No.
But
Christian Bale does
he
it.
but he played himself in that movie.
Yeah, but
Christian Bale didn't play
Christian
himself.
Bale will win.
But,
for that.
but he
Bale's
came back from brain
brilliant.
cancer, though.
Who?
Mark Ruffalo.
Well, good for him.
He almost died. His brother died, and then he came back. So it's like the
fuck's going on in that
Jesus.
family? What do they
Fucking A.
fucking fall asleep on X-ray machines?
It's the X-ray. They fly a lot.
What the hell's going on in that family? Fuck. It's Christian Bale. Why are we even arguing this?
But he might be right, though. The Oscar politics, man.
But Mark Ruffalo, I know a little bit about him. I've seen a few of his movies. He played himself. You know that, Roland.
Jeremy Renner was great, too.
Yeah.
He was
I didn't see
great.
that.
in
I didn't see
Town.
The Town yet.
Jeremy Renner was great. I didn't
saw
love it.
that.
I thought it was well shot.
That was good.
I thought it was average, but it was. I loved him in it.
I'm
They
gonna
might
watch.
give it to him because of Hurt Locker too. He got snubbed out.
Let's go with Christian Bale. What do you think?
Christian Bale. That's what I'm going.
I
Guy's a
disagree with the
genius.
Mark Ruffalo.
He's a genius.
So it's down to Jimmy. You got someone else in there?
No, I think Christian Bale will win. He should win.
Yeah.
Hold on. Who else now? Bridges? What's the next category?
We're going to go actress.
I don't know. I just don't know.
I think you got
Portman or Michelle Williams, probably.
Probably the chick from
and
Black Swan.
one of the broads from The Kids Are Alright, definitely. If they nominated Ruffalo or whatever the fuck.
Because it's a lesbian movie.
And who was in that again? I forgot.
Julianne Moore and Annette Bening. So Annette Bening may get it.
Annette Bening over Julianne Moore.
Yeah,
God, I can't believe I saw the movie.
Because Warren Beatty, her husband, so it's kind of like.
All right, let's see. Let's see if she's even nominated. Best Actress. Here we go.
For Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role, the nominees are Annette Bening in The Kids Are Alright, Nicole Kidman in Rabbit Hole, Jennifer Lawrence in Winter's Bone, Natalie Portman in The Black Swan, and Michelle Williams in Blue Valentine.
I'm going to go. I didn't even see it.
Portman.
So am I, and I haven't even seen The Black Swan.
I'm going Natalie Portman. Great
I'm
dyke scene.
I'm going Natalie Portman.
Great dyke scene.
But Michelle Williams, though, Heath Ledger died, so she wins, he wins.
What?
Kind of.
She didn't die, did she?
No, Heath Ledger.
How many years ago was that?
Doesn't matter.
The Oscars forget.
No, she was really good on Blue Valentines.
Yeah.
Why are you fucking up our picks?
You really are.
You're fucking up our picks.
You're being the argumentative guy.
Yeah.
I'm the other guy.
Why trust you? Yeah, so you saw all these movies, and we only saw maybe a third of them.
Yeah.
I could be totally wrong.
I saw one of them.
Right.
Why are you fucking questioning
I'm
me?
arguing Michelle Williams. I didn't even see that movie. I didn't even see fucking Black Swan, and I'm saying it's her. Is Black Swan a movie for guys?
I liked it. It was good.
Yeah, but you like rom-coms.
Nice dyke scene, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
But you like
half-hour movie.
You like the rom-coms, though, right?
I love them.
Was that a rom-com?
No, it's more like it's a heavy chick flick, like a Eat, Pray, Love dramatic type.
Eat, Pray, Love. Ew, how do you like the rom-com?
They're awesome.
They're not.
They're good.
Oh, God. Pieces of shit.
Language. It's my home. I photograph shit. Language. What's the next category, sweetie?
Is that it? What do you want? What do you got?
Black Swan was not like Eat, Pray, Love.
No, I'm saying it's a dramatic movie.
You saw Black Swan, Sam?
Yes, it's not a chick flick at all.
What is it?
It's a thriller.
It's a crazy movie. Fucks you up.
I would say it's more like fucking that movie with the girl. Oh, I love my hair like this.
They're remaking that movie.
Are they?
It's called The Roommate. You saw the fucking commercials,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That's single white female.
Single
We
white
done.
female.
Why don't they just call it single white female? A chick goes to college and a roommate's obsessed with her.
That movie looks good. Leighton Meester's in it.
Which one is she?
She's in Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
I heard for music, Junior Mints has been nominated.
Junior Mints. Spell it right. Spell it right. Is it true?
Yes.
That a remake is being made, much like the Karate Kid. Yes, exactly. You know where I'm going here. Yes. Only using, what's his face's daughter there. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Annie?
Yeah.
That's what I've read. That
Whose daughter?
Will Smith is doing.
Will
he's
Smith's
producing.
daughter is going to play Annie.
I've read that he's producing Annie, and he wants to put his daughter in it as Annie.
That's good.
But Annie was a white chick
Annie was
with
white
red hair.
although
she was
she'll have
a
the
ginger.
afro.
But she was a ginger.
Maybe it would be like Ghetto Annie, though.
Let's go to the phones. This
It's a good
guy wants
movie.
to explain Black Swan for everybody. Let's go, Justin in Tampa.
I didn't see it, so I can't listen to
All right,
it.
it's pretty easy, guys. Black Swan is if Christian Bale in American Psycho was a ballerina, you have Black Swan.
No shit.
There you go.
You just sold that movie for me. And there's a lesbian scene. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, that's a little misleading. I wouldn't say that's accurate.
They're calling it a psychological thriller.
It is, yeah. She doesn't. There's no murderous rampages in it, though.
Hey, I didn't see it.
No, spoiler alert.
Let's go to Ryan in Boston. Ryan?
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, I saw Black Swan. I thought it was amazing. Darren Aronofsky is he is a sick bastard.
Gay.
And and gay. And no, I
Ryan.
thought it was really good. I think it's definitely a movie.
But Ryan, how much of the gay do you have?
Maybe two halves gay.
That's a whole. You're
That's
two
one-
halves gay.
that's one whole
That's
gay.
one whole gay.
You're
got
a
it,
whole
boys.
gay.
Love the cock.
All right.
But see, that skews your review. Is all I'm saying. I don't care what the fuck you do in your personal life, but I want to be able to see a movie based on.
No, I don't think it's gay at all, man. I think
All right.
it's a really, really solid.
He said two halves gay.
Two halves gay. Love the two halves gay, not the one half. Both halves.
That was some trickery. That was some trickery on your part.
Certainly was.
All right. Oh,
All right, guys.
I don't think Roland saw Black Swan.
Did you see Black Swan, Roland?
It wasn't anything like Eat, Pray, Love.
I just meant though, it's like
Oh.
it's more of a woman's audience than.
Yeah, because of the ballerina shit, right?
It's not a woman's audience. There's
No, I
a
don't think
masturbation
so.
scene in it.
Yeah, it's like
What was
craziness.
your favorite ballerina movie?
Oh my God.
Probably Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Wasn't there one with a kid? What was the one with the kid?
Billy Elliot.
Billy Elliot?
Billy Elliot.
How come on your shirt they mistakenly put an H where a Z should be?
His shirt says working class hero.
So the joke would be working class zero.
Yes.
Sorry. Hey, Red State getting good reviews, huh, Roland?
Yeah, he's getting really good buzz in Sundance. Kevin's calling in tomorrow from Sundance.
Is he really?
Yep.
Awesome.
Kevin's great.
Yeah, we love the Kevin. And he was protesting with the Westboro people.
Yeah, and he's taking the movie on the road.
Was he protesting with them?
He had a sign that said, God hates fats?
Yeah, and an assist from Wayne Gretzky.
What?
And then an assist from Wayne Gretzky. He had like hockey signs.
What was the fat one, though? God hates fats, or God hates fat people, or God hates...
I'm not sure.
He was just standing out there with a huge God hates sign.
Do you know how
fucking rule?
They really are a weird, like, they love pop culture. They're so weird. I was chatting with one of them on Twitter, like the only one who's got any type of hope of normalcy. And it's like they do music video parodies and all that shit. They're really weird.
Really?
But you know that they're doing it to mock it and say God hates you.
Yeah.
But they secretly love it. They secretly enjoy the fucking pop culture.
God hates press screenings, as Kevin Sign says. He's out of his fucking mind.
He rules. Kevin from Connecticut. Sam calls the lesbian scene the icky part.
I didn't say that.
All right, I just want to make sure you didn't say that.
It wasn't icky.
And Malik writes, Black Swan is a bisexual mindfuck.
Yeah, there's nothing feminine about. I mean, it's not. Black Swan is not. It's the opposite of a chick flick.
What's
Yeah.
this?
All right. All right. Why don't we?
What's the next category?
What was that? Best actress. So who are we going with?
Next category.
I haven't seen, honestly, so I don't know.
Let's go, Michelle Williams. Little sympathy thing. She gets up there, cries, says, "Hey,
I don't think so.
This is for you, Heath." And she looks up at the sky. Has one of those moments.
I don't think so.
The Oscars like those moments.
Yeah, but it's fucking 3 years ago or something.
At least, right?
But nobody likes Natalie Portman, though, in Hollywood.
Why?
How do you know that?
Because I know things.
But she turned in a great performance.
But she's
They don't care about that.
She's a what? What, a cunt?
Yeah, I didn't say
Bitch?
that.
You meant
what do you
though.
think? You got a shot?
No.
He's in the industry.
No, but he doesn't want. He
What
wants
industry?
to. He wants to be able to book her on the show that called her a cunt. Good luck with that.
And
You
all
couldn't
the-
have picked a fucking more self-destructive show to
I
book.
know.
Yeah.
You weren't getting no Natalie Portman, though. That's
No.
some Star Wars.
He couldn't get Natalie from the Facts of Life.
Could dress up like her.
I'd love to have her in it and then just fucking insult her body.
That'd be great.
Yeah, exactly. So Blimp Arms, listen.
What was it like being the ugliest one on the show?
Exactly. I'd rather fuck Blair. I mean, her cousin,
Her cousin.
Jerry. I'd rather fuck her cousin Jerry's medicine bottle than you. I'd rather fuck Jerry's bent foot.
Time for best actor. What do you think for best actor?
I gotta go with
Colin
True
Firth.
Grit.
Colin Firth will be in there. The True Grit
I
guy.
think Colin Firth will win.
What is that? The Jeff Bridges?
Jeff Bridges was good,
But
but
didn't he just win his? He's not
Don't
gonna,
matter.
They don't give him two
Back
in
to
a row.
back,
unless
motherfucker.
you're Tom Hanks. You don't
Back
get
to
two in a
back.
row.
He's old.
Oh, no.
Jesse
Oh,
Eisenberg will probably get nominated.
Who?
Jesse Eisenberg.
For the Social Network? What about Rob Schneider in Grown Ups?
Maybe for a Raz.
What?
The Razzies.
A Razzie. When do the Razzies come out?
Yeah,
they already came out.
Oh, we
Who
should
won?
do the Razzies.
Can we do the Razzies next? That'll
Get
get
the
us-
Razzies.
That'll get us to 10 o'clock.
Sam, we need Razzies.
Let's get some Razzies.
Yeah, go do your work.
Oh, shit!
Because Roland is standing in here booking people right now.
Ellie's not open yet.
LA is
Did
not
he just
open.
say LA's not open yet?
The publicist.
That's Roland's big excuse for not doing anything until noon.
LA's not open yet. LA's closed down.
Yes.
I got to stick up for Roland though. This fucking company makes him come in here at 7 and stay till 5:30 to book people because it's all about how much time you spend in a building. It's so stupid. Roland could do his job from his couch, but they force him to stay here every day until what time?
Like 5:36. 5:36.
Roland's been getting some fucking good guests, though.
But as long as he gets the guests for the show,
Yeah.
what does it matter how many hours he's actually in the building?
But the management have, whatever they decide. I mean, it's brilliant. I agree with them.
Oh, right. Very good.
Oh, Google. All right, Google image Selena Gomez see-through. We're all over the
Selena
place.
Gomez see-through.
You got to see what they wanted to fucking crop you.
It's egotastic.
Dick tastes. What does it say?
Yummy.
Yummy.
Is that another?
There's another sign at Kevin's. Kevin's big.
You see it?
That's great, man.
Rules.
The still shot that I had showed you guys before, the sign on the right-hand side gets cut off, and I didn't even really give it a second thought, and then Travis ran in to tell me that the sign actually says Dick Tastes Yummy, and that's why I saw DTY.
Oh, okay, yeah, DTY. I just usually say DTY to keep it on the DL.
Also, we got Chris of Virginia. He writes, Opie, 0 halves gay here. Black Swan ruled. So we're getting 2 reviews about Black Swan. One from a guy that's 2 halves gay, and another guy that has 0 halves of gay.
I'm saying I'm not. I'm also 0 halves gay.
Halves gay.
And I enjoyed Black Swan immensely.
They wanted to crop
Look at E-Rock.
E-Rock is all over one of E-Rock's eyes is all over the tabloids.
Oh, my God.
They so wanted you out of that picture, but they couldn't figure out how to do it. Look how much room is left on the right.
Oh, man.
Look how much room is left. The picture's not even balanced properly. They're like, fuck, we got to keep one of this guy's eyes in the picture.
That's great.
It's Selena Gomez see-through. It's a big deal, I guess, because the shirt was a see-through and you get to see the bra.
I had a picture with her that day, too. What day was she in?
That was a while ago now.
By the way, Roland fell asleep halfway through Black Swan.
You did?
That's why his review doesn't make any sense.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, it doesn't.
All right.
Couldn't have been less accurate.
That's hilarious, though. Look at that.
Look at half E-Rock. Not even.
They didn't want him in there. They could have.
Yeah, they could have done that.
They could have cropped it out.
Out of nowhere, an eagle appeared.
Why did they put a nagel in the picture?
Put a nagel? What'd you say? What?
Out of nowhere, a nagel appears. The show swerves to avoid it, but there's no hope. The nagel is just too big and has made too many mistakes. The hosts scramble to get a hold of the situation.
The tabloids fucked up because within 10 seconds, Danny not only cropped E-Rock out, but then centered the picture perfectly.
Great
She's
crop.
just lazy. Whoever was over at the Egotastic is a fucking lazy bitch.
Yeah. All right. Let's go with Best Actor. So we did all the guys. We got the True Grit guy.
Yeah.
We got the Colin Firth. Who else was in there?
Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg for The Social Network.
Yep.
All right. Let's see what they say.
The nominees for Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role are...
Oh, I'm going to throw Paul Giamatti in there. All right. Is everyone cool with that? All
For
right.
Best Actor?
Javier Bardem in Beautiful, Jeff Bridges in True Grit, Jesse Eisenberg in The Social Network, Colin Firth in The King's Speech, and James Franco in 127 Hours.
No fucking Paul Giamatti. I lose there badly. What?
Paul Giamatti.
Franco is hosting the Oscars.
Yeah, he's hosting.
But he's nominated. Maybe Anne Hathaway allowed to think of this
I think it'll be Colin Firth, though.
Colin Firth in The King's Speech because they like that half a retard stuff. We've all
people.
We've all learned that.
It's not Colin Firth. It might be Colin second to something.
Chip.
I ran back over for that.
I saw you really darted for the mic.
Sure did.
It has all the features. It's a period piece with a little bit of a retard thing going on.
Yeah.
Or whatever you would call it. A speech impediment, but whatever. You know what I'm saying.
Good, close enough.
They love that shit in Hollywood.
Eat
Talk
that
a little
shit up.
differently,
They
act
eat
a
it.
little differently, and they love you. Oscars all day long. Who else was in there?
Jesse Eisenberg and Javier Bardem for Beautiful.
Who?
Javier Bardem.
We don't know who he is.
Yeah, Friendo from...
I know, but Bardem, I know who he is.
Oh,
Javier Bardem.
I got to see this exit through the fucking gift shop thing, I guess, huh?
I have that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
This is gearing up to be a dull Oscars.
Oh,
I don't
God.
really see like
and it's usually
like wow,
not dull?
No, it usually is, but some years you kind of get like there's a standout fucking movie, and I don't give a shit.
Let's go to John in Toronto. John, very upset. John.
I just wanted to comment on what was said earlier about Will Smith wanting to play his daughter in Little Annie. I thought that was hilarious. I mean, you can't cast a Monday in a movie that's meant to be played by a white person. You know, it's like if you were to remake make the movie Huckleberry Finn there and cast someone like Jim Carrey as Monday Jim. You know,
Yeah, it would almost be like redoing The Honeymooners and casting black people.
Right.
And they did
wait a minute.
And they kind of did it with Caddyshack. They're redoing all the movies with like black people, but then all those movies are getting horrendous reviews.
They're terrible.
Now, I can't think of one that
the only black man to make money make a movie is Tyler Perry. The Tyler Perry is so good. I want every Tyler Perry movie. I love the Tyler Perry.
I like your character.
Mondays,
I like my character. I like this character.
Yeah, all right. We'll see if we'll see if we get the Black Annie. Let's go to Adam in Connecticut. Adam, what's up?
Dude, that Exit Through the Gift Shop's a fucking great documentary, man. I really enjoyed it. I kind of found that on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm going to check that out. I hear a lot of good things about it. Sam just saw it.
Whoops.
I think Danny has seen it.
One of the best.
Travis has seen it.
What happened there, Jimmy?
No, it's just pussy pictures.
Few personal things on there. That Jimmy was like looking through his computer, and then he pulls down the top, the monitor, and he's just like, "Oops, pussy pictures."
Well, we all like pussy pictures.
I know. Jesus Christ.
Something else going on in there? Look at Jimmy.
No, it's just I can't.
Thank you, Adam. I'm definitely going to see Exit Through the Gift Shop.
How long are you scrolling like this?
For a second.
No, it's a long time. Jimmy's like hiding his computer. He's got
There's my cock. There's Bobo's cock.
That computer is a wreck.
I can't do it.
You must be in the cocks folder.
Yeah, what the fuck?
No, because my fucking cell phone pictures are on here, and there's one of my cock leaking clear stuff. It's got a fucking clear drop on the tip in my hand.
Another Zero Gay checking in for Black Swan. Awesome movie. And people are talking about the masturbation scene. Was that good?
Yeah, I said it was. It was incredible.
Wait, there's a lesbian scene in it?
It's nothing like, say, Eat, Pray, Love. Really was a horrible comparison.
Jesus, Roland.
Roland, indeed.
You want best director?
Best director.
I think I like the Social Network for the best director. I'm thinking maybe, right? Because they put that shit together pretty well.
Yeah.
Let me think. The Fighter, best director? I don't know.
thinking,
they probably might just because
True Grit.
True Grit, best director? Probably.
No.
I'm saying.
Just like that movie.
I like that movie a lot. I'm just picking it to sweep.
I'm going to say Social Network.
I'm going to go Black Swan for the best director.
Because it won a Golden Globe.
Golden Globe. Golden Globe. Come on, Coen Brothers. Can't go wrong.
Social Network,
Can't go wrong.
Black Swan,
Fargo.
True Grit. Probably that. What's the Michelle Williams movie again?
Blue Valentine.
Blue Valentine.
Oh.
We needed the money.
Oh, and the stuttering film.
Call for it.
Yeah, let's do this.
For Best Achievement in Directing, Darren Aronofsky for Black Swan. David O. Russell for The Fighter.
Oh, he did.
Tom Hooper for The King's Speech. David Fincher for The Social Network. And Joel Cohen and Ethan Cohen for True Grit.
Coen Brothers.
Fighter, no way.
I'm going all the way with True Grit.
Fighter easily can fucking take out of the race.
Why?
Probably Social Network.
Because the Fighter was more about fucking Christian
Because it won a
Bale.
Golden Globe.
Golden Globe.
Who cares? All right, why don't we do Best Picture?
Best Picture. I'm going to say True Grit.
Keep in mind, there's 10 pictures nominated for Best Picture.
Is this the most ever nominated?
I think last year they started with 10, right?
No, I don't give a shit.
I don't think we could come close to naming all 10.
You can try.
Social Network. Just True Grit.
127 hours.
Black Swan.
127 hours.
127 hours. That stupid
Fighter.
Boss movie.
127, The Water something.
Water.
The one. What was that? where the
Voss
people
is
nominated
talking
from
about
the
it.
Waterford or some shit.
Fucking water mouth.
What was the ones that where the chick was nominated for Best Actress?
Blue Valentine?
No, the other one.
Oh, it's
There's not a movie called Cum Smell.
Winter's Bone.
Oh, there you go.
That was it. Winter's Bone.
The Waterford.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
And finally, I'm pleased to announce that the 10 films selected as the Best Picture nominees for 2010 are Black Swan, Mike Medavoy, Ron Oliver, and Scott Franklin, producers. The Fighter, David Hoberman, Todd Lieberman, and Mark Wahlberg, producers.
Marky Mark.
Inception, Emma Thomas and Christopher Nolan, producers.
That should win.
The Kids Are All Right, Gary Gilbert, Jeffrey Lieberhint, and Celine Rattray, producers. The King's Speech, Ian Canning, Emil Sherman, and Garth Ewan, producers. 127 Hours, Christian Coulson, Danny Boyle, and John Smithson, producers. The Social Network, Scott Rudin, Dana Bernetti, Michael DeLuca, and Sion Chafin, producers. Toy Story 3, Darla K. Anderson, producer.
What are you doing?
True Grit, Scott Rudin, Ethan Cohen, and Joel Cohen, producers.
Good.
And Winter's Bone, Ann Rossellini, and Alex Madigan Yorkin, producers.
Winters, not Winter's Bone.
It is Winters.
Winter's Bone.
No, it is called Winters.
No, it's actually Winters, I think.
She just read it fast.
Yeah,
I
she
heard it's
read it
Winters.
fast. And with some kind of dialect. Anyway.
I don't know. I didn't even listen.
Jimmy was very upset at the Toy Story.
Nominated for Best Picture.
Toy Story.
Toy Story 3 was
great.
really good.
But not Best Picture.
Beating of a Wendy's worker caught on camera.
Let me see.
Let's see that. Looks like some unruly teens. Oh, boy. Oh, look. It's just unruly teens, so it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Is there a racial element to it? Or no?
Well,
that we have now that we didn't have before because everybody has a camera.
Right.
And actually, episodes like this
Yeah.
might stop behavior because in the back of their mind, they may think, hey, we might see this on the news tomorrow. We better stop right now.
I don't know if it's going to stop their behavior.
mind.
They then put it on YouTube. They become very proud of it. What they don't know is that a prosecutor is going to turn on that video and just tell the jury, go on in and deliberate. I mean, the crime is totally on the camera. They don't get it.
Two of the teens have been identified by school officials as students at
I think it's
Martin
a
Van
mixed
Buren
group
High School
eating.
in Queens, which is just down the block from the Wendy's where it happened.
The problem is it's a bigger problem. These kids like being on YouTube. They like seeing this. They don't understand that these, these kind of situations can get them in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I think that they have a sense of that they're invincible, that it doesn't matter, and that they're
the
heroes and
pure
getting,
white,
being a reality star. You've seen the lengths that people go to get on television. They draw on the Jersey Shore.
Now they're saying, not that there's a racial element, but that they want to be on TV.
Yeah, that's it.
You mean the profane, self-indulgent, rude, obnoxious, snooky, perhaps?
What am I going to do?
And then there's another guy, too.
Go on
Isn't
again?
there another guy on Jersey Shore?
Am I just going to go on again and fucking start bitching about this? No. You all know my point out there.
Yep.
Thank you. Just replay a show from last week.
Do you know how many
when unruly teens are doing things?
How many? But you know how many people now notice it?
I hope so.
Zero mention of race on the web article. Now, I just want to know if that's because it was mixed race. Then there really is no racial element. But
I don't think it was mixed race, dude.
I couldn't tell. It looked to me like it was, but I could be wrong.
I saw a light-skinned, but dark-skinned woman. Girl, whatever it was, as one of the attackers. The Wendy employee looked absolutely white in the middle of the crowd before they attacked her.
Pummeled to the ground by teenage girls.
Kenny?
It just says the workers said it all began when the group started fighting and throwing food.
Yeah. Well, at least it was food, not, what comes out. Jesus Christ, could you just fucking behave?
Two of the teens were identified as students of Martin Van Buren High School.
Martin Van Buren.
We should, I guess, maybe see the
Look
demo
up
of
Martin
that
Van Buren. Let's see where that is.
That's my neighborhood.
Oh, is it?
No, well, actually, I don't think so.
Is it another state?
It's
poor Marty Van Buren. New York?
Hillside Ave.
Let's see the demo of the neighborhood.
Okay.
I love this. I just love it because it just reinforces everything I always say.
I just don't. I want to make.
I want to make sure, but I am rushing to judgment. By the way,
I am rushing to judgment. 'Cause that's what I
Stormfront.
do.
Let's see. Stormfront has an idea.
Stormfront knows? Yeah. Or you could go to Slave Mania. as per the Huck Finn book.
I get it.
See? And again, Danny's computer not coming up with anything but a white screen.
Why,
And
Dan?
at
Why did you
least
put
it's a white screen?
Actually, you know what? I think this time it's actually the website.
Oh, the website's down.
Yar.
Oh.
Maybe it was just people getting into an argument.
Could have been. It could have been, Sam.
That's what I
Because
saw.
that happens all the time.
I just see people.
Blacks and whites always unite in violence against another white person. You see it all the time.
I just wish
What?
I just wish we would stop violence.
How about signs, silence the violence?
I like that.
Do you like that?
That's a very
Why don't we
catchy
just
slogan.
get some silence the violence? It works. I remember those signs years ago, and really, you never hear about violence anymore. It's great. It's great.
Good call.
It's great. It's great.
Well, we'll figure it out after.
Oh, yeah, we'll figure it out all right.
No,
And
the
al-
whole problem. We'll
and
figure
also,
out.
You spell it, no, it's spelled damn dirty.
Oh,
there you go.
And also, we'll do the Razzies after the break.
The Razzies.
Worst movies and performances of the year. Those nominations are out. And we found it. Brian Regan. So you got the Jets losing the big game to the Steelers, and they had all their merchandise set. They had their hats and their shirts. And we learned this morning that Zambia is going to be wearing the Jets AFC Championship merchandise.
Yeah, a lot of these third world countries.
We always send it to the third world nations. And Brian Regan did a little bit on that. So it's quick. We'll check this out and then break, and then we'll do other things.
Now, here's something I always wondered. You know when there's a big championship game, they always make 2 sets of T-shirts because they don't know who's going to win? And I always wonder, well, what happens to that wrong set? And I read in Sports Illustrated, this is true, they send those to developing countries. That's true. Guatemala, Nicaragua, they receive those. World champions, wrong team. I thought, that's beautiful, man. They don't go to waste. But then I thought, I don't know, should we be involved in this massive disinformation campaign? We go over to visit, tell us more about President McCain.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony on the Virus, Sirius XM.
I still like this song.
I know.
Fuck. I didn't like Athena, though.
The Who was still cool when this came out.
Barely cool.
That's what I meant. They were still cool, though.
Barely.
It was.
This is probably it. This was the last cool song they did.
No, we were talking about like how they, when Pete Townsend was getting out of the limo and they were
Right.
walking backstage and looked all cool and shit. That to me was like still cool.
But I think this was it, right? I don't
Yeah,
think they had another song after
I
this
think
that you
this-
would say it was a cool Who
Yeah,
song.
I think this did it.
Nothing like Eminence Front.
Yeah.
Taco meat. Why were you guys talking about that when I got back in the studio? The ingredients in taco meat?
Yeah, well,
Nachos.
apparently there's a story today that's making the rounds about the what actually compromises what's made up of the taco meat. What's in it?
Why can't they
I
just-
speak today?
But first question, it's Taco Bell. Why can't they just use meat?
It's probably much too expensive.
Is that what it comes down to?
Yeah, I think it would-
And then remember the pink goo? What was that from? The chicken
goo?
That video and the pictures were going around? Chicken McNuggets? You remember that? The goopy pink shit? And this,
Yeah,
they're saying this
I
is,
remember that.
This is what's in chicken McNuggets?
yeah, like that paste.
Yeah, that pink goop.
Yeah, that ends up in your chicken. That's chicken nuggets.
Unbelievable, man. All right, so what do we got for the meat taco? These are all the ingredients?
Yeah, well, I guess they found this on when Taco Bell gets shipment of meat. I guess it comes in these huge bins, and then this is the sticker that's on these bins.
All right, read every ingredient. I'm serious.
All right.
This is supposed to be the meat filling. This is
a meat filling.
This
Taco
isn't the
meat
whole
filling.
taco. This is what is the meat in a fucking taco.
Get a good one.
Hit it.
Number 1, water, isolated oat product, salt, chili pepper, onion powder, tomato powder, oats, soy, whatever the fuck word that is, sugar, spices, maltodextrin, soybean oil, garlic powder, autolyzed yeast extract. citric acid, caramel color, cocoa powder, chocolate. There's cocoa powder in there. Silicon dioxide, natural flavors, yeast, modified cornstarch, natural smoke flavor, salt. Oh, we got salt twice in there. Sodium phosphate, and then less than 2% of some other shit. And the remaining 36% is beef.
Wow, 36% is beef. So,
but who came up with that recipe and said, "Okay, I finally got it"?
I think this will
is
pass
it right here.
for meat.
Let's taste it. No. Needs more cocoa powder.
Too much meat. There's too much meat in it.
Fuck.
Wow, like 2/3 of it, more than,
And I was reading the rest of this article. It's kind of interesting here because it says that the USDA says that any food labeled as meat taco filling should at least have 40% fresh meat. And according to the Alabama law firm that's trying to sue Taco Bell for false advertising, says that their meat filling only has 36% meat.
40% meat isn't meat.
Right, 64% of that shit is just junk.
How about 90% meat?
That's what I said.
I love Taco Bell. I don't think I'm going to Taco Bell anymore.
I would never eat that shit.
That shit's delicious.
It is. It's the best.
Yeah,
It's
Taco
not
Bell
meat.
is all right. They figured out how to make meat taste even
How to make
better.
not meat taste like
even
good
better,
meat.
right?
Probably shoe leather.
Vegetarian could eat that shit almost.
No
Maybe.
kidding.
Maybe.
Almost.
I don't eat that
64%.
stuff. I eat healthy.
Like his face. You're making a stuck-up girl face.
Yeah? Well, why don't you make one?
After my little Jets party there, Jimmy, did you fast? I actually fasted yesterday.
I ate very healthy
I ate
yesterday.
so much. I ate so much shit. I was like, I'm not eating today.
I didn't go to the gym, though. I gave myself a
And I went to the gym.
No, I didn't. I was
I
busy.
figure if you eat 4,000 calories in one day, and then if you eat only 1,000 the next, that's good. It balances out. Is that
You know
true
what?
or
It is
no?
better than eating bad 2 days in a row.
I ate a little bit before working out. I worked out.
This is
and
our
then,
girls' break.
And then
by the
I
way. We have to have
didn't.
one of these every day.
Then I didn't eat anything except my steering wheel, which I took a little bite out of, and that kind of filled me up. I kind of lost my appetite after
30 miles an hour, huh?
After
You did
careening.
take a nice
an
bite
hour,
out
huh?
of your bank account, too.
Yeah, a nice bite out of the bank account.
Hey,
That's
sure
another
did.
one.
Sounds to me like you ate humble pies.
That's yeah. It's nice standing on the side of the fucking service road, looking at your $110,000 sports car in a few pieces,
strewn about the floor.
Yes,
and
strewn
guardrail.
about the guardrail and the roadway.
Did you try to calculate how much money was actually on the floor and separated from the car?
I just saw, like I said, I saw some type of cooling device that was laying on the ground.
That was a couple grand in Vegas.
It was I know. It was hanging on the guardrail, and I picked it up and threw it in the trunk, and I'm just looking, going like, fuck, that's got to be a lot of money. That, like the whole thing, and it was bent, by the way, in half, and I was just like, that's got to be a lot of money right there. Just to replace it, never mind put it in, and never mind fixing the shit it connects to that it was ripped out of, which I'm sure isn't in pristine shape either.
They're going to total it.
I
Insurance
hope they
company's
do.
going to give you a little total job.
I hope
on
they
that.
do. I hope they total it, and then I'll fucking get something else.
I am PB32 on Twitter. Most of it is oats.
Oats.
The oats is the filler in the taco meat, and the rest of the stuff is pretty much anything you could see in a taco seasoning package.
Oats.
But a lot of it is oats. They're mixing your meat with oats, so it goes further. So Tiffany was on our show. We had a terrific interview with her and Debbie Gibson. And then she went on Bravo and had something to say.
Bravo.
Bravo to her. No surprise, actually.
Tiffany, New Kids on the Block opened for you.
Whoa.
Yes. Did you have anything with any of the NBA on TV?
I did.
You did?
Yes,
Which
Jonathan
Jordan?
Knight.
Oh, Jonathan
No, the
Knight.
quiet one, the shy one.
The shy one.
Yeah, who
Did
became
you?
gay later.
Wow, okay, I like that. With the
and
what?
I didn't do it, but he's fabulous,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
No, I said he became gay later, and I was like...
Did you turn him?
Well, no,
Okay.
see, I had issues with that. I was thinking maybe I did, but no. Now looking back, when we were dating, he was so much fun. We used to do facials together.
I bet.
He was so easy
Girl's
to
best
talk
friend.
to.
Oh, that's
I know,
sweet.
right?
I used to go
And he was
bowling.
fabulous.
That's
He was
sweet.
an awesome
You have gay
person.
ex-boyfriends too?
Of course I
Right,
do.
right.
So Tiffany decides to, well, she accidentally says that Jordan Knight from New Kids on the Block is gay now.
Yeah, she did say that.
Yeah.
I think
guess,
she was. Was she goofing?
No, because he twittered like he wasn't mad, and
Oh yeah.
Which one's Jordan Knight?
the guy with the cock in his mouth.
That was coming, you fuck.
But I would guess that 40% of boy bands gay.
I think
the percentage is about 40%.
You're off by 39%.
I think it's higher than 40?
I mean, yeah, 79%. It
He's
was a
too
math
half
joke going
gay.
awry.
He's
You
too
gonna tell me
half
that
gay.
that guy's gay?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Didn't he make
It's like a big log of shit on his head.
What's that?
No.
A shit hat?
Shit hat. You got a shit hat head.
What do you think? If you're in a boy band, I mean, come on.
Not necessarily. Though,
Not
'cause you
many.
need a lot
I don't
of
think
pussy.
many.
Scott Wahlberg. You can go, Scott Wahlberg. Not Scott,
Donnie?
Mark, Donnie.
Yeah, but I didn't say 100%.
Donnie
so
Don.
I'm safe. I didn't say 100%. I don't
Okay.
think many guys escaped the boy band thing without being the gay.
Being a little of the gay?
Yeah.
Just a piece of the gay?
I would love to know the percentage. I'm going to go. Jimmy says 80? 79?
Oh, I'd say 99. I just didn't do my
99?
math joke properly because I'm a dummy. I'm a dumb bag of shite.
Wow, that looks great. He's doing like a, yo, what I'm talking about.
Well, that shit was in at the time, right?
Yeah, the 80s, whatever it was.
Holy shit. Let's go to Chuck in Chicago. Chuck, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey, Chuck.
So we should have like a contest. The amount of beef in Taco Bell meat versus the amount of faggots in boy bands. Because there seems to be about 40% either way, give or take a few.
I didn't hear a word you said, dude.
I said we should have a contest. The amount of gays in boy bands versus the amount of meat in Taco Bell meat.
Your phone, dude. Your phone. I hear the amount of gays in boy bands. Your phone is crapping out a little bit, or it might be our line.
Yeah, you guys sound fine to me. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay, man. What did you say? I want to hear your joke.
I said we should have a contest. What gets more?
We heard you.
We heard you, Needy. We got Chuck Needy on the phone. Jesus. How badly do you want to be liked?
What a dunce.
All right, here's the line. Turns out boy bands have more meat in them than Taco Bell.
Yes.
That's Stink Throttle. Very good line there, Stink Throttle. All right, we'll go to Mike in Tennessee. Mike?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Mike.
How you guys doing today?
Better now that you called, Mike. How about yourself, bud?
Doing good. Listen, I used to haul that meat. I used to go to Dallas and pick up at a big slaughterhouse, and I hauled just the lips of cows. They cut the lips off, box them up, and I'd haul those damn things.
What do they sell them as? Asian pocket pussies?
Yeah. No, man, they ground them damn things up for taco meat. It's beef, but it's not steak. It's beef.
Yeah, I'm sure the beef that they're using
There's a
is
guy that's just cutting cow lips
cutting
off and
cow
putting them in.
lips off.
Get the fuck
It
out
certainly
of
is, Gregory.
Oh,
You'd be
yeah.
surprised how
Yeah.
popular my Cowlip Emporium is.
Cowlip Emporium.
Yes, it is. I was going to help Cowlicks, but I spelled it wrong. So now I'm attacking those big, dumb, docile animals with scissors.
What a ghoulish job.
That
man.
is really bad.
Fuck.
Cow lips.
Get out of here with the cow lips. Can you fucking Google cow lips and see if they do anything with that shit?
They do, definitely. They use like every single part of them motherfuckers. They really do.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. That's stupid.
All right.
Yeah.
Do we care about the Razzies? We could maybe do a couple.
Yeah, a couple of them if we know them. Do we know any of them?
What category you like?
Worst actress.
Worst actress.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston in The Bounty Hunter and The Switch.
Yeah.
Where's Roland? Because none of us saw these movies. We wouldn't
She's
go see
pretty
The Bounty
fucking
Hunter.
bad. She's pretty
Oh,
bad.
those cow lips?
Why
How
do
would
they
you get
look
your
like
dick sucked
that?
by that? It's all weird.
Yeah, why do they have
Is
spikes
that really
on
lips?
them?
It's probably to keep for food or some shit.
Why do they have spikes on them?
Sure, that's his lips.
Is that where the whiskers were?
Oh, little whiskers, little
Ew, or is
guy.
that- I don't know what that is. Oh, wow. So it's the whole thing. It's like the inside of the mouth almost. Lips.
The fuck, man.
Fucking untasty does that look?
It would look good if it was in a sushi joint, right?
No. You ever have cow lip sushi?
Yes, I have actually.
Delicious.
Can we make E-Rock eat cow lips tomorrow? Could you get some cow lips, Travis?
Yeah.
Really? Can you get that done somehow?
Chinatown.
Let's Chinatown it up. E-Rock on tomorrow's show will be eating cow lips. Roland.
Yes.
Did you see The Bounty Hunter?
I did not.
Yeah.
Well, that helped this break. Miley Cyrus, worst actress for The Last Song. You see that movie?
Oh, I saw the trailer for it. It looked awful.
I did see it with Greg Kinnear.
You saw it with Greg Kinnear?
No,
How was Greg
it's
to hang
with
out
Greg Kinnear.
Cool guy?
Oh, awesome. The best.
He likes Greg Kinnear, for real.
I do.
The last song was a good movie?
That one's a true chick flick. That one's an awkward movie.
Of course it is. Miley Cyrus, and he plays her dad or something, right?
Yeah, but I feel like a pedophile. That was like all teenage girls. I was in there, like the creepy guy in the corner eating popcorn.
Good.
It's a good movie, Roland. I would see that again.
Wow.
It was a bad movie, though.
Hey, worst actresses, every single one of them from Sex and the City, too.
Oh, thank God.
They might get a Razzie.
Thank God.
Did you see the Sex and the City movie there, Roland?
Oh, yes, I did.
Why?
And?
What?
Why'd you see it?
I saw one. I saw the series.
Why?
How was the movie?
It was, if you look at the movie as like a show, it's not that bad, but as a movie, it's okay.
No, it's not.
It's not that bad. I mean, it
It's
was okay.
old broads running around like people want them, and they don't. They don't. They're just. Oh, look! Oh, we're in where were they? Egypt.
Yeah.
Look, we're in Egypt, and were there Egyptian guys like trying to fuck him and shit? And they were talking oh boy, unclipped savage cock.
Yeah, oh great.
Yeah,
He's got to take his bomb belt off and then eat my asshole. Smells like plain seed.
Jimmy says Samantha.
Yeah, Samantha was getting laid and shit.
Yeah. Is she the one that gets laid?
Yeah, that's Kim
Is it
Cattrall.
true that she climbed to the top of the pyramid and tried to stick the point in her pussy?
See how far, how many bricks she could get down?
That's the director's cut, probably.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard that was the whole fucking movie.
The plot of the movie.
How many bricks she could get in her fucking?
How many
fucking
bricklayers?
stretched out vag?
What a wreck.
What a fucking mess. Enough with the Sex
please.
and the City broads. Enough already.
Look at the pictures Danny's popping up. I'm just like, they're trying to make them look sexy.
Let me see.
They're not.
Did they film the whole movie in fog so they looked
it's
young
gotta
still?
It has to be. All right, yeah, get the Panaflex fucking Vaseline lens.
What the fuck, man? That's like robots. Were they actually in the movie? Or is some of that
CGI?
Yeah, they're CGI in them. They're overexposing the whole thing so that their faces look really bright and white, and you can't see much detail in it. That's terrible.
All right, so we got the broads from the Sex and the City movie. And,
God love him.
Megan Fox from Jonah Hex. What's that about? She's pretty hot.
Was
the Jonah Hex movie good, Roland?
It was the one with Josh Brolin. It was like,
oh, right.
Yeah,
that looked horrible.
Look at the second picture of Sarah Jessica Parker right there. That is an ugly broad.
Oh, God, she looks like a witch.
You would think that's a guy.
Yeah, she's like me.
She's got the big over-the-top sunglasses on and just horrible, greasy hair. Look at what she used to look like. First picture in.
Jesus.
She started ugly, too. First picture in.
Yeah.
When she was a little fucking Annie thing. Horrible.
Did she play Annie?
She played a little Annie, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Daddy Warbucks was a lucky duck.
Oh, her hand. Corpse hand.
And Kristen Stewart in Twilight Saga Eclipse. Do you watch the Twilights?
I've seen all the Twilights.
Why?
Why are you getting angry at him?
Because he shouldn't see these.
Because he's lonely.
No, my buddy, he represents the girl, so I went to the premiere to see
I don't care. I've known people in movies that I won't see.
I go see them all. It's like, I didn't understand. I mean, it's like that's a tween flick, but.
Yeah.
What are you
Between your asshole and balls, it's taint.
Tween. I do love the word tween.
We're gonna go worst actor, Razzies. You got the Jack Black in Gulliver's Travels.
Thank God.
I thought that was supposed to be a blockbuster, man.
Did you see Gulliver's Travels?
No, I couldn't bring myself to that one.
Wow.
Is
you
it
saw
already
all
out of
that
the
other
theaters?
shit. Gotta be.
I think it's probably almost on DVD already.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
Stinks
one and then that.
Gerard Butler, the bounty hunter.
He was good in that one. He
You're
was
saying
funny.
he wasn't. These are the worst.
Yeah, these are the Razzies.
That one, I have to disagree.
Ashton Kutcher for Killers and Valentine's Day. That guy fucking makes movie after movie after movie.
And they go see him.
What has he got now? The casual one? The casual
No Strings
sex
Attached.
movie? No strings attached.
Hopefully he's got something that rhymed with dancer.
Ugh. No Strings Attached is the movie. The girl puts in a tampon and it snaps off and she spends the whole movie trying to dig it out of her pussy.
That's what happens when you marry someone who's 53. You don't have to worry about her tamps.
Tamps. You don't think there's any tamps in that house?
No, not at all.
No
For what?
tamps.
No, occasionally a tennis sock, maybe.
Tamps.
Tamps. Taylor Lautner in the Twilight Saga. And then you got the Robert Pattinson, Remember Me in the Twilight Saga. Worst Picture, Razzies. You got The Bounty Hunter, Worst Picture of the Year.
Yeah.
Then they go with The Last Airbender. What the fuck is that, Roland?
That was an M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, the one with the Chinese kid.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The little Chinese kid, and he's doing some kung fu.
How many bad movies is Hollywood going to allow this guy to make?
A lot.
Yes. Everything he's done minus 2.
He does have carte blanche to
Sure
make
does.
any movie, and they will advertise it like it's a blankbuster, just because of Sixth Sense.
Yep. Sex and the City 2, worst movie. The Twilight Saga, Eclipse, and the film which will not be named. What is that? Is that the actual name of the film, or are they trying to be funny here?
I'm guessing they're trying to be funny. I'm assuming it's some Harry Potter release, because
maybe Fockers.
You think it's some kind of surprise, like, oh my god, I can't.
Well,
believe
in the books or whatever, isn't there a character? He's like the person who shall not be named or some shit like that.
Oh, look at you, motherfucker!
Danny, why did you know that?
It's my job to know dumb shit. I work here.
What book is that?
I gotta give you that one. It is a prerequisite.
We require dedication, not
Really?
that type of talk.
Young man.
I'll have to have a talking to.
Talking to.
All right, so that's your Razzies.
That's great.
And in other movie news, because we're talking about it, James Cameron says the Avatar sequels will be released in 2014 and 2015.
Oh, good.
He'll release them just in time for people not to care about 3D movies.
Yeah, of course.
You should be pumping these fucking things out now.
They're going to be in 4D.
That's all about the 3D movie thing now.
A lot of dimensions.
It sure is.
Not a lot of fun, though.
No. Not a lot of laughs when talking about it.
Shit.
And I think that's it, man. I think that's
about it. I think it's time I weave my way home. I think it's time I try to drive my dizzy ass home.
It's snowing a lot.
It's snowing? That ought to make it even better.
Mm-hmm.
The sliding should compensate for the dizziness. No?
I don't know.
You asking Roland? He hasn't driven a car, I think, ever.
Yeah, it's been.
When's the last time you drove a car,
Have you
Roland?
driven, Roland?
Once.
You ever been in a wreck?
Wait, once in your life?
Yeah, I've been in car wrecks because my brother drove. He's a.
Oh.
When was the last time you drove a car?
Drove a car?
Yeah.
Probably 17, 18 years ago.
We need to send Roland to driver's ed and film it.
Oh, my God.
It has to happen.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, God, that would be great.
We got a couple things.
Roland.
Driving school. E-Rock eating the fucking cow lips tomorrow. And then I'm thinking, Oscars. We love the Oscar guy. Maybe we do a little twist on the Oscars with Oscar.
Yeah, we're already.
Oh, Oscar.
Nervous Oscar with the Oscars. Something.
Right.
There's something there. We got to fucking work it around the room
There's
a
some
little bit.
shit there.
Some shit there.
Wow, I like the idea of Roland in a driving school.
That's brilliant.
Last time they kicked me out, the one.
Why? What'd you do? Were you drinking?
No, I like rubbed my eyes and going too fast.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was making like erratic turns. I said.
Erratic turns?
I
Were you
did-
not slowing down for pedestrians?
No, I didn't look to my left. I just turned.
Why don't you drive? You've lived in the city that long?
I lived in the city for 12 years.
Hey, where do you take your driving test in, like, Manhattan?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is that, like, crazy?
I think probably Canal Street down
People
there.
do that?
You can do it.
Yeah.
In Canal Street, I see the student driver signs everywhere.
There's a shitload of city people that haven't driven in decades. That's the weirdest fucking thing, man. I don't get it. You would think you would get a car somewhere else on vacation, something.
Yeah, public
Yeah,
transportation.
rent a car. Like, how do you rent a car if you?
I don't know.
You just
Taxi.
don't? Taxi. But what if you're in some shithole state where there's no taxis like in New York, and you got to get from point A to point B? And
There's always a taxi somewhere.
I'm talking about driving somewhere, not taxi driving. I'm talking about hundreds of miles.
Oh, well, that's different. You fly to like a destination resort and you stay there. Duh.
Duh. And then I'm the duh. Does that seem odd to you that you haven't
No.
driven? Do you want to drive? Do you crash?
Just
Great. Let me tell you about
just
the crash
GTA.
part.
That's all I
So
play.
fucking fun. Love that sliding and then that crash sound and all the crap that happens. to
Just
you.
Grand Theft Auto was the last thing I drove.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto. How'd that work out for you?
All right.
Good. Don't drive. It's a lot
Okay.
safer not to. All right. I've had it. I'm going to take my dizzy ass home. Jimmy, any you're going to be anywhere? You want to anywhere of note?
I will say that I have Montclair, the 5th of March. It's on sale now.
Ooh.
And the it's called February 12th. Las Vegas.
Wow.
Madrid, Club Madrid in Sunset Station. And February 12th, the Melrose Improv in L.A., my first 2 headline shows there. Oh. And I may have some really good news for Connecticut coming up that involves me and some friends.
I don't think I can afford that. That sounds good. Are we done?
We're done.
We're done.
The Opie and Anthony Show. This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony on the Virus. Sirius XM.